All right. I was muted. Now I'm not. Let's go. Okay. I don't know if like with the live stream or something. So Darlene, whoever you are, you got a membership from Jen. And I think actually with my memberships, I think you get the first month free. So I don't know how much more I can give to you guys. I don't know how much more I can give to you guys pro bono. So yeah, join my membership. It's freaking free. What are you guys afraid of? All right, so let's get back to these love letters. And if you guys could double tap on the screen. If you're new to the channel, buckle up, Buttercup, because we are going to go for a while today. I can see it now. Okay. Let's go ahead and gift one more membership. One more. Because I think that's the right thing to do. And I have a goal if you guys would like to help out, because these people are making fun of me now. And it's not fair. Yeah, try with your guys' live reactions. We're going to gift one more membership. And guess what? Since you guys want to be dickheads, I'm going to open up. I'm going to read. Oh, well, I don't want to read your guy. People say that if you read messages, you're an asshole. But I have to read Dudley's. I have to. So let's get to it. Hey, our mods, are you guys ready? Okay, let's do this. So we're going to go back to Dudley's love letters since he wants to go live tonight and lie on me. So let's call Brenna real quick. Tell her to get her ass in here. This is what I do with my mods. Worker B, I'm about to wrench you, my friend. I'm liking you today. See, this is what I do with my friends. They don't have to show up. I don't need like blood tests or anything from them. But if they don't answer, they don't. So let's get back into this Dudley thing. Today's going to be fun. I just know it. I just know it. Here we go. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, did you call me or did I call you earlier?
No, well, you may have called me. It's 2:47. I am live. So when you feel the need to come in, I'm reading Dudley's messages because he's a liar.
Okay, do you think he'll be I will definitely be in there. I'm interested to hear this.
Okay, I'll see you later. All right. If you want to let the room know, that'd be great. Love you, Brenna.
Okay, yeah, because I'm not busy right now.
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right. I'll be. See, that's what a friend is. If you want to come in, come in. If you don't, you don't have to. So let's get the timeline straight here. This is from January with Dudley, our chronic liar. And Dudley, we go back, way back. So what we've covered so far is Dudley apparently thinks that William is a dickhead and is against him because that's what good friends do. Hey, CC Truck, I can see you now. Would you like to apologize to me for your nasty behavior? Because I'm not apologizing to you. The apology tour is over. So you apologize to me or stay in here and be freaking nice. And if you can't be cordial, then go back into one of those lives where you can say flop like a fish and be friends with people. So I'll wait for your apology. See how that works? And listen, I'm married, CC Truck. I'm not interested in you and your fake firefighter credentials. Okay. See, Dudley, I wouldn't be doing this if you weren't in there saying that me and Angela Jade, who I think are way better looking than the trash you have in there. You're not going to talk about Angela like that, Dudley. And you sure as hell are not going to talk about me like that. That's for damn sure. I don't bet we don't have a lag now. CC Truck, do you have anything to say? Are we not best friends anymore? We not best friends anymore? Chat's going pretty slow. All right, Dudley. Does anybody see a lag? Because we're going to get back into it. Oh, okay. So you're another narcissist. Okay. Hey, William, what's up? Did you bring your diaphragm with you? How you like knowing that your friend wanted to get you evicted multiple times? You better tell your drunk friend with his rose-colored glasses that I'm not interested in him and I don't appreciate being told that I have AIDS. And go do something about Noel. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, too late, huh? Bring up my kids again and I'll bring up your ugly old wife. How about that? Because there's no way that any wife would put up with their freaking wannabe firefighter husband. Bring up my kids again, I'll bring up your ugly wife. See how that goes? Your ugly old wife, who obviously you don't keep. No, he's a main simp. Hey, William, I suggest you to shut the hell up. I'm tired of your disrespectful self. Go ahead and boot him out of here. William thinks he's something now. Just remember, you are... Take my leftovers, because that's the only reason people are coming in, William. People don't care about you. Promise. Plus, you wear high heels. I think you're more fitting for AC. You come in here simping for some chick that freaking can beat my ass. I don't think so. It don't work like that. And Dudley, had you kept your big mouth shut, now I'm going to prove to people we were just friends. God, you're so disgusting, bro. You're so disgusting. He does wear high heels. Dude, 52 years old, you were supposed to have a job, and you sat there and recorded me? You think that I'm not going to sit there and lie? You think I don't know about peddly little bitches like you? Anybody that goes outside and you can't knuckle fight somebody and you got to bring a screwdriver, that's a pussy to me. You come in here simping for some drunk girl that comes in here threatening me after she told me some personal shit about Jules that I don't even know is true or not. And I hope to God, Jules start dealing with y'all, because I'm tired. Because here's the thing, KK and them are going to continue this unless you do what you're supposed to do. Bullshit, Dudley. I have more than freaking... So tired of you people fucking lying on me, and you don't want your shit to come out. And Jules, I know this. I know maybe if you're not listening, I know, one, I'm not messing with Dudley anymore. And number two, Jules, I'm reading his stuff because I need to. Because I clearly need to go back through a lot of shit. Clark, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Because I don't do illegal shit. So all the stuff that Dudley says I was into, we're going to read it all to a T. I got all day. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, Sunday, January 11th. He said, "What's up? Are you awake?" I said, "Call me. I'm in distress." He said, "1 second." I said, "Thank you." He said, "Letting the dogs in. It's effing snowing." He said, "Are you ready?" He said, "We'll start." He said, "Okay, I'm going live. William's on the way home. Jules is going live at 7:30. I'm live. Are you coming?" And I was arguing with Clint. I said, "Yep, me and Clint are splitting up. I'll be up there in 5 minutes." He said, "Okay." January 12th, he said, "Good live. I'm tired. William was irritating me." I said, "Why? Was he making you mad?" "Sorry, I just saw this. We are definitely stirring the pot with these Fs." I said, "I know why. I have that restless leg shit because of my kidneys. That's okay. I like to sleep at weird times. Anyway, text me when you get up and hope you get some good sleep. Good to be friends again. Missed you." January 12th, he said, "Hello." And then he gave me a screenshot for something in Jules's room covering me being a dick. Which is weird, whatever, with Kay. You were cool with Jules then? My. Okay. January 12th, he gave me some kind of emoji. They were always funny. He said, "Nobody, a lesbian in Minnesota." January 12th, I said, "I've been asleep, getting on now." I said, really tired tonight. Ugh. That's what he said. And I said, "Me too. I just woke up." I said, "These mother effers." He said, "Going live at 9, come up with me and William." I said, 9:10, late, TikTok. I said, "Rochelle is live. Let's snipe that CUNT." He said, "Okay, you're around." I said, "I'm ready to go live if you're around." I said, "Dudley, come on." He said, "I'm coming." I set it up. I said, "Maybe I am insane. Sorry, Dudley. Clint is talking to me to get evaluated. There are too many of them. I don't want to say something I may regret. Love you, my friend." He said, "I love you, Jen. You're not insane. Come back later or tomorrow. Are you okay?" And then he said, "It's going to be okay. I blocked Muggsy." Then Sly Boogie, I gave him a picture because Sly Boogie, who also said that she was going to fist F a minor, she posted a picture of my mom when she was dying. And she said, "You can hit this picture all you want, Jenny. You posted it live, you sick giddler," who also was in the hive at some point. Dudley said, it's effed up, Jen. Come back up. Let's trash these effing losers. We got your back. January 13th, he said, are you okay? Do you want to come up tomorrow? I worry about you. So that's why it makes me upset, because this is somebody I thought was my friend. January 13th, yo, are you okay? So I'm telling you, when Dudley called me back the second time, Kim wasn't on the phone. She's just sitting there like, oh my God, what are you doing talking to Jen? Because you're a jealous bitch, Kim. Brittany was not like you. Brittany was the OG. Brittany was the one that was up on panel. Kim, you drove that kid nuts. And now he's acting nuts again. I don't like you. I only tolerated your ass and was going to mod you out of being friends with Dudley because I didn't want another year of Dudley putting pew-pews in his mouth because of you. I don't like you, ho. Never did. I was only nice to you because I was a good friend to Dudley. I know about bitches like you, women that are unhappy in your life, not tending to your kids, talking to Dudley on the phone, knowing that he's got an inheritance, messing with him, getting him to say shit when he's drunk. She's disgusting. You want to talk about my parenting? Bitch, when you hit me up, literally last week, your son, you said, was on a ventilator. That's what you said. So what type of mother is more invested on some online drama because you're jealous, just like Kira? Because y'all got a problem, because you know that when I'm up on panel, I don't put up with that shit. I'm an actual friend. You guys are not friends. Kim is disgusting. Kim is not that person in the picture. Let me tell you something about Kim. Kim is nasty looking. Just one of those overweight, mad at the world bitches that's got 50 million kids and just sits around making it more important because she's trying to mess with Dudley again. And you know what, Dudley? At least I can say that I'm a better fucking friend than you, because I don't want you to off yourself because of her. And Kim, you did get him to the point of that. You disgusting, rotten, overweight, bushy eyebrowed, nasty freak. You can't even take a shower or tend to your kid that's in the hospital because you're more worried about what Jen's doing. He did show her. I don't know if he showed her kids, but I know that he said things that he regretted because that bitch wouldn't leave him alone and was recording him without his consent, which is against the law, Kim. Keeping him away from his friends. It's only a matter of time before you get mad at William because you have thought. You don't even like George, bitch. You are pathetic. I would never want to look like you. I would never want to sit home. And even when I did sit home with my kids, bitch, if my kid was on a ventilator, I would not be anywhere because you're a thought. Amzie would have even been better than you, Kim. Recording somebody at their worst saying stuff so you could put it out there because you pissed off that he's talking to somebody you don't like. You disgusting, fat, slob bitch. I told you I don't play with that. And you was at Ski Mask Andy, all up in his business too. Get offline and take care of your fucking kids, because if your kid's on a ventilator, even Dudley said that night, why are you online? You talk shit about that person. And Dudley, screw you for screwing over a good friend, because now they're going to see. I struck Sly midstream, and they kept threatening me that if I didn't take my strikes back, they were going to do some real life shit. So I struck Sly and went through perfectly because she was violating TOS. So cover me the way that I cover you guys, not against TOS, and I won't strike your channel down. Very simple. Because KK, I was right there. So you keep showing my stuff, I'm going to strike your channel down. I don't give a shit. I'm already on all these privacy strikes and they're going down beautifully. So leave me alone and don't try to get my channel down, and I won't do it back to you. It's a very simple. January 13th, I said, where are you going? He said, getting ready to go live at 6:15. I said, why are you getting ready so early? I said, you and William sword fighting on an IG. I was accusing him and William about being, and I was joking. He laughed and he said, you and William sword fighting on an IG personal call. And then I put 2 eggplants and a peach for a butt. I didn't know William would take it so seriously. He said, no, laugh my ass off. What are you doing? And then I put a guy, and then I put a peach, meaning that William likes it. And then I put William. He said, oh, no, you love William. And I said, Deadly. And then I put William with Deadly doing it. He said, shut your mouth, LOL. Are you going live at 6? I said, yeah, if you spank me. Just joking around. He said, laugh out loud. And then I put Tinkerbell. And then I put another emoji of 2 guys kissing. And I said, you and William. And he said, gay. I said, Kira wants to come up. He said, since she did that with Muggsy, you have to say, come, C-U-M, up. I said, okay. And then I put a picture of a big fountain because Kira, the one who always says that she's going to unalive herself because a dude doesn't want her, would rather not take her money. I put a big squirting water fountain like she was a whale. No pun intended. He said, hopefully William don't get pissed over it. Tell her not to talk to William. He doesn't want her sorries because she doxed his phone number as she doxed mine many a times. And she faked her death. I said, no, William wouldn't want that. He said he hates her. He doesn't want her even talking to him. We will go live till about 11 tonight, so be ready at 6:15. And he gave me the link to go up. He said, ugh, you ended my live because I accidentally kept ending his live. You're doing it again. Amcy is pregnant. She's acting crazy. I said, I'm done with her. Pay attention to my live. If you give 2 Fs, I'm done. And look at Amcy right now screwing me over. He said, you don't listen. I'm going live again. If you're going live, join back after you're acting erratic now. We were supposed to do my live. And I was even going up there doing crafts. We were having so much fun. I said, I didn't mean to end it. I meant to just hit the X. I said, Ladybug is a friend of AC. He said, okay, you want to go live again? I said, no, I'm contacting Joe and playing the videos of her. He said, do it on mine. I don't care because I already had one planned. You can play them on mine. I don't care. I'm live again. I said, YouTube is not the place for hurt feelings. Whatever. I'm not coming in. He said, that's not about you, dummy. It's about Ladybug. Why would you think it's about you? Because we fought all the time. And not romantically. Obviously, you hear him saying that I'm a friend. I said, there's AC on another panel talking shit on me. And now Jules is live. And of course, Amcy's the martyr. He said, oh my God, get yourself together, Jen. We love you. You got to trust me. So when William says trust the process, William's just talking shit. There is no process. We never had one. And there's AC because I screenshot everything. And AC did a live. Genuinely, Jen gets exposed to Connie. Hey, Jamari. If you guys are new, please understand, double tap on the screen. If you don't know what's going on, just stay here for it or because you think my hair looks good. He said, you do need to calm down a bit, Jen. It's going to be fine. I said, okay. He said, I've been through it too. Trust me. Let them talk. Just attack them back. I said, I did. And Amcy talked to me like I was an effing child. He said, you have to understand Amcy is pregnant, emotional. Trust me, please. I said, I'm just staying away from her. He said, when she drops down, do you want to come up? I said, no, I've had Amcy's back and gotten crap for it, even lost friends. She humiliated me, and that Ladybug bitch is a liar. I just talked to Joe, and he gave me the okay to play her videos. That bitch is a liar. He said, calm down. I said, no, she calls me the C word and talks about my kids. I thought we weren't doing that, Nebby. But you can talk about mine. And you, Brandy, who's about one step away. Now, with you, Brandy, I will get a TPO. I've done that. Back off, Brandy. Now that I'm saying, when I say I'm going to do that, I've done that with Brandy and her kid before. And it's getting to that point again because she's dropping information about my kids in discords with these nasty, perverted people. She should have never did what she did yesterday, and shame on you. And thank you, Jules, for calling that out. I said, is she up there? Now I'm playing Joe's videos. I said, Ethan, see you next Tuesday. Literally just called me that. He said she's gone now. So you're going to sit and call me a giggler now, Deadly? I said, call me 911. I know why she's doing this. She thinks I can't play Joe's videos. She said, ugh, you won't listen. I said, don't hang up on me. I don't like her. He said, I love you. Come back after Amcy drops. And that's why I'm upset, because it takes me a lot to be friends with somebody. This just like I was with John. And I always came up there, always came up there. And that's why it upsets me. I said, I'm sorry to you and Amcy, but never to that ladybug. I said, and to William. I would rather have my arms chopped off and never be able to win an arm wrestling challenge. I would rather have my eyes gauged out with fire pokes. I would rather have William Arabian teabag me. What happened here? Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Because I do think that they may be talking, honey. That happened before. But thank you, Kimmy. I appreciate it. Kimmy's good people. Kimmy stuck with me through the whole freaking thing. When I was like real bad. He said, you got to get back up here because they think we're going to fight back. I said, I would rather kick your taint after days of chronic diarrhea and no showers. And I said, lick. Joking. He said, oh my God, laugh out loud. She's such a shit stirrer. Hello? I said, I'm here. He said, Kira is insane. I don't care what she said. She shared that BS. I said, it's early. He said, I have family members who died of cancer, but Kira deserves everything she gets. And now you're sitting there telling me and telling people to die of cancer, and you and William are? And you, George, are backing up what he said? Because I got a lot of stuff to play about you. A whole channel worth of stuff making you eat your words. And I said, any of you go real life with me, leave me alone. I said, what are we doing tonight? 100%. That's how I feel about certain things. He said, I defended you against them losers. I was just confused about AMC. I said, AMC's a part of our team. These other ones can eat a dick. Really, AMC? I haven't had your back? AMC would rather go along with what people say than be a good friend to me. This is how much I cared. Last week, we were good. She wanted one of these lip glosses, and I picked it up for her. That's how shitty she is as a person. So if I get upset, that's why. I put a lot of investing into being friends with them. I said, do you like 80s music? He said, yeah. I said, favorite band? I love Chicago. He said, Foreigner was good. I said, Urgent was a great song. Is this all rock bands or do you like other artists? He said, how's life? I said, good. You want to go live again in a few? And he said, sure. Sorry, Worker Bee, by the way. Please come back in. Hold on. I'm out. 10 seconds. Thank you, Kimmy. I appreciate it. Kimmy, you're good people. I adore you. I'm probably going to make you a managing mod, honestly. I said, hello. I said, morning, sir. I said, hello. He said, plop, 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 because he called Kira plop because she's always on the toilet. Because that's what Kira likes, is for people to say that. I said, I hate people. Wednesday, July 14th. He said, why? And then he goes, plop, plop, plop. You're Plop Junior. Now, tonight, when we go live, don't blast AMC, please. Worker Bee, please come back. Sorry. I said, no, I need to talk to you. He said, for what now? He said, if you want me to call, I will. What you're doing, turning on me or something, what you're crying about now. I didn't do anything. I don't give an F. I'm not talking to your buddy, Kira. I said, good live so far. Keep going. Love the live. He said, you alive? I said, I'll stay live until 10, but I'm crashing. He said that. I've been up since 1 a.m., so let's be all business. I said, okay. He said, what the F happened? My stream went down. I said, why? I said, can you try again? Because at that time, all of them were trying to mass report him. I didn't give any information to you, Deadly. Prove that I called you. Put your phone logs up before I do. Deadly, in my opinion, you're taking this little breakup of friendship better than I am. I never called Jules. Post the proof where I did before I post my phone log. I didn't talk to you. Last time I talked to you was the night that you said that you were going to clear stuff up when we were being friends. And it's not a fake fight. The first one was a fake fight. This isn't a fake fight. What makes you think I'm going to be okay with you fucking telling me I have AIDS? So try again. Jules, I'll post the proof. I never talked to Dudley last night. Never did. Just like I didn't tell you to do all that nasty shit. So when you want to apologize to me on your panel and stop being a little sellout and a fake bitch to your friends, then I'll do it. Because you just gave up a really good friendship. And that shit with George. So I'll wait for your apology. Jules, I'll post proof if you need it. Just let me know. I said, want to go live if you're on my channel. It's not working for me. What's your conspiracy theories? I'm done. F all these. And he said the N word. Here's what I played.
Was just joking.
I'm being 100%. I said, Dudley, did Rochelle steal you? He said, what the F? Don't say that bullshit. I was asleep. I said, I was joking. I want to break up. I can't have a boyfriend who's mean to me. It's joking. Just like I'm sure Berlinetta and Kim were joking while they're up there almost in your 40s. Or you, Kira, you're like 97 years old. And Kira will be right back up there and Kim will be right back in there getting deadly all freaking going. I was a good friend to you. A good friend. Our live tomorrow will be better because I'm actually rested. Are you wide awake? And I said, yeah. He said, want to go live tonight? I slept all evening till now. I needed it. Hang on the phone. I said, okay. He said, my buddy gaming trucker called. He wrecked. I said, hello. I'm seriously getting annoyed. He said, about what? I said, let's go live. Hello. He said, 10 minutes. And then I put a TikTok thing. He said, yeah, I'm letting my dumb dog out. I said, oh, then we go live. Okay. Okay. Get ready. I said, okay, got it. He said, what's the title? I'm very awake tonight. I said, Dudley, you're now an hour late. He said, I've been waiting on you to say you're ready. You was in Williams. Thank you, Kimmy. And let me tell you guys about Social Security, since you guys already reported me. I already reported that shit. When you get married, you have to report that stuff. So Lisa Wigger, on top of not it being your business, I didn't want to move out to Hops. Believe you me and Clint could, and get a house built. But I don't want to leave my kids because I know I messed up. Well, you guys are online all the time, not worrying about your own families. Screw all of you for not protecting mine, only when it benefited you for me to go after Jules, who ironically is the only one halfway sticking up for me. But I'll tell you what, it means a lot to me that Susie Q came in and Lisa Mons for me. I said, have you ever heard of Howard Stern? That's what I'm going to do with my panel. You can be Robin, the black lady. He said, I see Howard Stern. I said, the movies are great. So you want to get on me about racial shit? You go get on George for hanging out with people like that. I said, kinda, I'm getting here. I see the transplant team later because I'm meeting with transplant teams. So I don't have to go on dialysis. I told you guys I'm not lying. He said, okay, I was going to say if you wanted to go live, we could for a bit. I just woke up at 3. I slept from 7 to 3, so I'm good all day and right now. I said, if not, he said, if not, I may go live from my phone for a bit to talk about these losers who you hang out with now. I said, whatever you want to do. Have you ever phone slept with somebody? Because he was my friend. It wasn't anything gross. I've phone slept with Kira before. When you're alone and you have a friend that you think is your friend who talks more about me. But because Kim, so yeah, I got in my feelings because I was friends with him because I didn't want nothing bad to happen to him. And you guys got to take it as me liking him. So that's why I'm reading it, Dudley, because you did this. And fuck you for dicking me over for some dumb bitch. And William. He said, of course, I've had real life girlfriends. No, my cat isn't walking on my keyboard. I said I would never meet up with, he said I would never meet up with any of these backstabbing witches on here. Anyway, the plan here, are we going live or not? I'm going to try to say the B word and stuff. I don't want to disrespect my family doing this. January 15th. Hey. He said, hey. He said, do you want to come up? I said, what do you mean? You didn't know why I texted you at 7 a.m.? We were on the phone, dummy. Because that's what a friend does. Not Kira. He said, oh my God, don't hang on to every word unless you love me. I said, can't love someone like you. He said, yeah, Clint. Anyways, why you mad? I said, not Clint either. Men are dumb and play games. Tell me they don't. Dudley's in here playing them. He said, I don't. I've been with you since 2022. And then he puts these squirt things and 2 blue hearts. Kim. Listen, Kim to him. He said, I'm summoning you. You can now join panel. I said, I didn't mean to do that N thing. I got the X thing mixed up because we were helping each other on our channel. So yeah, we joked around about stupid shit. Just like all you women were talking to him, showing your goodies. I never did that. And Dudley said that. And now I'm going to play Iceman's videos to show what Dudley said because he's ashamed to be my friend. Somebody that kept me from doing stuff to myself, and I did the same to him because he's upset that Kim is going to get mad or Kira will cut William off and not give him money. What do you mean I'm spinning? Do I need to restart? Let's restart. It's okay now. We're going to get here. I promise you, you guys have my promise, because I got to start putting member stuff up and stuff too. I promise you guys, I'm going to get, do some more content instead of doing this. I needed to address this today, and thank you guys for coming in. We're good, Kim? I mean, Kimmy. Babe, thank you, by the way. I love you. Can you hear me from your phone, babe? I feel like I'm having a good hair today. What do you guys think? I'm kidding. I said, whatever, Dudley, they're coming for you. He said, they're coming for you. Ignore them or go to the police. I said, because he knows how bad it's getting. He said, are you okay? I said, coming for me how? I said, they want me to off myself. And he said, so don't. I said, you wouldn't mention the police if you knew it wasn't getting bad. He said, Jen, you should listen to me. He said, listen about what? And he said, they're driving you nuts. I said, well, at least I made it a full year. He said, I love you, friend. Listen to me. They did it to me too. Now trust me. And he's saying that, Kim. I said, listen, if people want me to off myself, that's a type of hate that they have. They came up to act like an ass, just like Ladybug did. I don't care anymore. I said, it's not about being nuts. I truly just don't care anymore. If anything, they will get the attention they want this weekend. I'm done with the real life stuff. I'm done with the cops. Do you hear that, Nevi? The last time that I called after about that, I don't do anything like that anymore. He said, you will forget about them, Jim, and Amzi will be fine. He said, hello, are you okay? Stop attacking Amzi and come up. January 15. I said, what the F? Karma is trying to stir up bullshit. That's Karma as a cat. He said, for real, don't F me over. Get her out of your chat, Rochelle. And any account that comes in as Karma did something with Jules's niece. So Karma's a no-go. He said, you let Rochelle and Karma as a cat trash me in your chat, you're going to end up being alone. I know I know who's talking to Clint. You picked your side. I said, I didn't pick a side. I said, where the F was Rochelle? He said, are you my friend or not? I said, I'm not her friend. He said, spell check. No, mine. I said, do you want to see her last message? Yes, I'm your friend. Absolutely. And why wouldn't I be? So Deadly, why are you lying? Yeah, he does. Because that's what a friend does. And now look at Kim, Scabby Kim, telling him what to do because she's jealous of me. Well, you know what? If you want to look like me, go get a free pass at the gym, get some sun, and do something about that upper lip. It's not my fault. I said, is that Rochelle? I said, Deadly now who's talking to Clint again. And he said, well, from what I've seen, it's Ghost of Shadows acting like a girl. It's not Amzi. I said, oh my God, does he have proof? Like, is Clint responding? He said, it's Ghost and Sly because he came up and said he was going to have Sly tell you Clint's talking to Amzi. He said, Amzi isn't talking to Clint. It's Ghost and Sly. So this is the harassment we've had to go through for a year, and Sly's still doing it. And physically threatened me, and physically threatened to fist F somebody, and she's calling me a gibbler? Amzi wouldn't use a fake number. These people are driving you insane, Jen. Don't let them. See, he even knew a year ago. I said I won't. Clint hasn't been talking to anyone. This shit is sick. They're saying shit to Amy to turn her too. Worker B, I like you. I think I'm gonna wrench you this time, maybe. I said people like Sly and Ladybug are disgusting. He said, it's okay. I fell asleep. I'm sorry, Jen. I said, I apologized to Amy, and I also told Muggsy I won't mention him again. I went into Joe's and apologized to Ladybug. Thank you, Kimmy. He said, don't bow to these losers. Next, she'll be apologizing to Jules and people. So even in January, and I still apologize to Jules. And he was right because I apologized to her. I said I didn't do shit to William. William is live and was rude as F to me. I apologize to AMC too. He kicked me out of his 4-person chat. I didn't do anything to him. He said he's drunk. He won't remember tomorrow. Thank you, Kimmy. He said, and it does help me, guys. I'm not trying to grip, but I have bills I have to pay too. And you guys are making mass money off of me. So yeah, I'm going to be upset. I'm literally almost clearing $200. That's not fair. I said, all I said was hi. He said, he trashed you bad. I can hear it. I said, hi. And he said, I disrupted his channel. He said, he thought you and AMC were still arguing. I said, I apologized to her. And she said she didn't want to fight. She may be annoyed with me, but I apologize. He said, you gave the trolls what they wanted. January 16th, that was my mom's birthday. He didn't even care. He said, so you're friends with Rochelle now? I said, I'm not friends with Rochelle. What are you talking about? He goes, what's up? I'm live. I said, I'm on a replay. You told someone they could suck your nuts. I quit laughing. I said, Ghost of Shadows? I said, no, because I couldn't believe it. He said, I did say the N-word at Andrew. See, Andrew. He said, I know I wanted to see what he said, but I kicked him. I said, he's a liar. He's the one who made it out that Clint was cheating. And that was him and MC. He said, well, I'm just saying I called her the N-word. And he writes it out. He said that was a bad outburst. I said, and that's how much he wanted to clean his channel up and was a friend to me because I was a friend to him. And he brings me up way more than I bring him up. He don't look at me like that. I mean, he says stupid shit like your nudes look the best, but it wasn't like that. I'm not like Kim. I don't phone bone with people. Yeah, you did. You rage baited him. Oh, there's a lot of stuff that's coming out. Like I said, send me some floating hearts. Go down to your Google thing. You can have that stuff you can use for sale. Oh, Hotel California. It's good, actually. I went in today, missed the manager by 2 seconds. I'll be going in on Friday. So thank you. And by the way, I couldn't smoke that cigarette. Killed me. I said she's cool with Sly. He said she triggered the F out of me. And by the way, do you think that my hair, I'm going to do that if I'm just not going out? Come on. I said she does that shit. I flipped on her bad. He said, are we good? Are you doing a live with Bambi? What the F? You better not. January 16th, what's up? He said, wake up. I need you to pass something to Carrie Taylor for me. I said, please watch the settlement. He said, link me. Do you want to go live later? I said, AC is on panel. Now. Brett yelled at AC because he gave Brett the wrong death date. This is what AC does to people. And this has been going on a year. He was celebrating my mom's death date. And he said, I killed my mom. A year this has been going on with AC. And nobody says anything to this man-child. He said he's a dumbass. Do you want to go live later? Let's go on. He calls anybody the N-word. So AC, you do it too. He said, do you want to join my Discord? I just made it. I have some people already. Then he sent me the link. He goes, I'm going live at 9:30 because I'm ready. If you want to cover anything, we can. I said, can I call you? No, he's not a stepdad. The only person I think that he really, really cared about was Brittany's kids. He really cared about Brittany's kids. He messed up, and Brittany, and I love Brittany. I swear to God, if he could have ever dated anybody when he was happy, it would have been Brittany, not Kim, the him. And Kim, I can unblock if you want to come in here and run your mouth. Or if Deli ever wants to give panel, you won't be able to handle this Jen's team. I promise you. He goes, I'm going to go live. I'm going to add you. And it was me and AMC. I said, I didn't mean it like that, dumbass. I said, thanks for talking shit on me. Good night. He said, I was trying to discredit whatever Brandy says about you. This has been going on for a year, and you guys don't stop until you want me to off myself. And it's like you guys wonder, I'm up here by myself. I don't need a bunch of people. You have done everything you can to break me down. And it's not going to happen. You guys will end up hemmed up or in something. I don't do illegal shit. I learned my lesson. I'm being 100% transparent with everybody now. He said, you know how this game works. Trust me. I was trying to discredit Brandy before she says it. Don't be in your feelings. Come up, N-word. And Brandy's dropping information about mine. He said, get up here and play it. I said, Dudley, I took a power nap. I have no clue what Brandy said. I was going to play Brett because he trashed me in AMSI. Because I didn't appreciate people making fun of AMSI and that thing that happened to her boy. I said, I don't win either way. I've apologized and tried to be a better person, even if it was for one day. I don't win. Night, buddy. If I get it like a little, he said, okay, do you want to play him? Come up. He said, you took my words the wrong way. January 16th. Are you okay? You didn't take over my panel. We like it when you come up. Grab the link. F what the trolls say. I've known you for years. We're good. He said, we're good, bro. You don't take over my panel. F those people. They're trying to make us argue. Join when you can. And you guys are. I do not like you, Kim. I really don't. You reek of bad BO and bad decisions. I have no doubt in my mind you have an oversized esophagus, an oversized ass, and I have no doubt in my mind that you have wrinkles around your nasty lips. And you can't even be there for your kid when they're on a ventilator because you're more mad about me and Dudley being good friends. Like all you women pissed on his leg. I was just a friend. I'm not a side piece. You guys can enjoy my sloppy seconds as a friend. January 17th. He said, did you see what S show posted? F him, we're going at him tonight. Are you okay? Who cares what AC posts? I said, no. What did he post? He said, said that I protect you and I'm a pedo. But AC was on panel saying that he wasn't. He said, F him. He's getting it later. What time do you want to go live? Then he gave me a video of Kira, which Kira will strike because she's a pussy. So it's a video of Dudley and William. So it's a video, and it's so funny. It's a video of Kira because Kira tried to porn bomb Dudley, and that's when Dudley saw what she looked like, and he was like, oh my God. He's only got her up there to make me mad. And it's Dudley and William. Look. Okay, so Kira shows herself, right? See, okay, she shows her ugly self, right? Fuck this. Fuck. Did you see this? Friends, it was hilarious. I put laugh out loud. He goes, laugh my ass off. I didn't hear my phone. Cooch, get the hell out of here. I'm so tired of you, you disgusting human being. Get out of here and take your nasty bad eyeshadow with you. You want to sit and talk about that when y'all talk about my kids. I'm only repeating what she said. So get on out of here and take your McDonald's with you. I'm sure they're happy because you don't get it your way. Playing with Puma, not my kitty Puma. I said, be there soon. I have to take a quick shower. He said, okay. He said, be back tomorrow. I said, he said, I'm well rested. Want to go live with us at 6? We will be on all night again. I said, sure. About to myself. He said, you're damn late. Get to it. He said, hey, I'll give you back. Are you alive? LOL. And by the way, Cooch, let me tell you something. After what happened yesterday with my kid, you got some fucking nerve, bitch. He said, William got deported to Africa. LOL, are you okay? I said, yeah. So what's up? I'm fine. Don't act sus. I'm live right now. Cool. He said, so what's your issue today? And then Kira said, I gave him a screenshot of what Kira said. She said, I wouldn't shout out Joel, Sophie, or AC's channel. Keep my name out of your mouth, you slimy snake. Because this is how Kira talked to me too. Miss Victim. Miss 500-pound victim that could roll me up and freaking egg roll stuff and just slurp me down. Another one that gets like that on the phone. I don't do that. And you're going to hear how Kira talks to me. Yes, what the F is wrong with this bitch? She's insane. January 18th, he said, are you okay? What happened? I said, I need you to mod. He said, you can just block her out of here, Miss Mimi. He said, you was live again? Sorry, I was asleep. I tried to go into Williams. It's a sub only. I guess he's mad at MRE. He said, are you awake? He said, if you go live later, I'll mod for you. I passed out early last night because you left panel and you left me with dummies. Stay on panel tonight. I guess that's when, hey, Chi-Chi, how are you doing, sweetheart? I said, ha ha, not talking about you, but people are so fake. He said, who? January 19th, what happened? I said, everything happened. He said, what are you doing at the moment? You was fine. I don't know what your issue is, but it's whatever. AMC was probably right. You're talking to the enemy. It's cool, whatever. I'm good with, he said, I'm good with AMC and William. Always, most of your chat is trolling you. It's crazy. I said, no, I'm not. Mia ran away and Clint has the car. I said, I didn't want to tell you what was going on because people online think I'm sucking off dryer guys. He said, oh, shut up. It's a joke. I said, so AMC's mad at me again. He said, don't F me over, Jen. Don't F me over, please. I said, why would I do that? He said, F, hang on. I'll redrop the link. I said, take your time. Who is crying? She sounds like a donkey. January 19th, William can get F'd. I said, what happened? He said, I'm laying down. I'll call in the morning. Me and William's good. I'm tired. I'll call later. I said, okay. Nevi kept playing the television part of where Clint hit himself in the face because Nevi ain't stopping either. And you've aligned yourself with them because Nevi was in Deadly's last night too. Miss, I'm offline and I'm, tied up at 1 p.m. while you're in Discord plotting to get me in trouble. That shit's going to quit, Nevi. Promise you. He said, okay, I'm up. Are you okay? And I said, yeah, I'm pissed a little bit, but okay. I said, are you okay? I said, I struck Brandy. Ha ha. He said, laugh my ass off. He said, I'm wide awake now. I'm fine. And by the way, Brandy, you do look like Dolores Claiborne. He said, give me your email. Can I add you? I gave him my email. And then since Jamie will not leave me alone, I showed a picture of Jamie's mugshot where he looks like Elvis. And this is a thing that was in the paper, so I can read it. It said Jamie of Manhattan arrested by and booked into the Will County on charges of residential burglary and burglary. So if you live by Jamie, make sure your doors are locked because he'll try to get in. Since Jamie wanted to show my charges, I actually looked at his because Jamie literally scared the shit out of me. Juliet man pushed a disabled car for a block after crashing into a parked vehicle. Jamie's charges, here's what Jamie's gotten in charge for. 2010, 2007, 2015, 2015, 2015, 2015, 2015, 2015, 2015, 2014, 2012, 2010, and 2007. What did you get in trouble for? Improper display registration. Battery charge, makes physical contact. So you whooped up on somebody. I told y'all. Driving on a revoked license, carry display license permit, improper traffic lane usage. Now I can understand. Why don't you use the money you grift for and get your license back? Fail to reduce speed, driving under the influence of alcohol. Okay, thank you, Wokes out. So, Jamie, you were driving under the influence of alcohol and you want to talk about me? Disorderly conduct. So you put your hands on somebody, sir. Yes, you did. And you're 300 pounds threatening me and you don't think that I shouldn't take that seriously? Residential burglary. Seatbelt required. Fail to notify SOS of changed address. Perch of smoke. Okay. Here's what you did. Now, if you guys can figure this out, PURCH of smoking, MATER by a minor. What does that mean? I hate when people call me during my life. I hate it. My bad. I had to confirm my appointment. What is PUR? Purchase of smoking. Oh, so you want to talk about me? Jamie, you purchase of smoking by a minor. What does that mean? Alexa, What does PURCH mean?
PURCH spells purchase, which means to buy something.
Oh, what is PURCH of SMKGMATER by a minor?
Purge of SMKG mater by minor means a person under 21 buying alcoholic beverages, which is a misdemeanor in California, Section 25658.
Wow. And that's why people don't know about you, because you got in trouble in California because you, sir, were purchasing cigarettes for a minor. And you want to talk about me and lie on me? I didn't get the Four Locos. The other one did. I don't buy cigarettes for kids. You want to play, Jamie? You want to play my run
I don't have any
reports?
personal history with California law enforcement or cigarette sales. I'm here to help with factual information and tasks, not to engage
Alexa,
in
turn
personal
off.
disputes.
I can't do panels right now, Hotel. I am going to have somebody come out and fix my internet. If it doesn't work, I think I may need to add something. Cooch did say that. Because as soon as I get panels, you guys know it's going to be on. It's going to be fun. And you're right, California. I'm doing the best I can. I promise you. And a lot of things you guys are suggesting, I promise you I'm looking into it. I ran a speed check on my computer yesterday. I'm doing this on my own this time, so I'm getting there. This whole community just repeats the same old boring stuff. Well, I'm not. See, they've already put everything out about me. So, Jamie, you purchased cigarettes in California to a minor. And you want to talk about me? You bought cigarettes for a minor. And that's why people aren't able to find stuff on you, because this was out of state. So why is that okay? It's public record. So just so you know, you got in trouble for purchasing smoking matter by minors. And let me tell you this, if you're talking to these internet poachers, I've already contacted who I need to for that. I am not like that. So if you think people don't do real life shit and they don't follow you in places because these people are disgusting and they want to see you, Jamie, your threats are not. You purchase cigarettes for a minor. You remember that, sir. And if anybody's wants to, Look, at 1 hour, you spend texting this dumb gossip that's $15 more than you have. And I made $15 doing it. All because I had better respect for you guys than you did for me. I didn't even know you did that. So you want to talk about me? Just keep in mind that you got in trouble and caught for buying cigarettes for a minor. You did. He said, okay, whatever device you're planning using my StreamYard, or get on your email and invite. Hotel, I'm trying to read these, okay? And you haven't always been kind to me. So can I please get done doing this? I did my job thing today. So if that would be okay. Other people do want to hear about this and they have the right. I said, this guy is asking me to take my shirt off. I was joking because a salesperson. He said, did you accept it? Accept it and react to KK. Did you accept it? I said, call me. January 20th, he sent me something. He goes, at least like your own stream. Are you okay? Can't hear the video. F Paula and Berlinetta. I said, what happened? He said, apparently Berlinetta thought I belonged to her, and I can't even say anything to Kimmy in my chat. So Kimmy, I'm sorry he had to be a dick to you, because Berlinetta, who also liked him. I like you, California. I like the fact that I like you. I don't have a problem with you. Because of Sly, she has Sly up there trashing you bad, because that's what Paula does. And Paula, you keep lying on me, I'll read your text too, and then everybody's going to find out how much money you gave me. And you need to stop your real life shit too, Paula, because you do look like Darlene Connor. You had to have Dana up there doing work. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to be a bitch. I'm sorry. Wokes out as Whitney. That's okay, Whitney. You're a piece of garbage. Let her. Whitney has nothing better to do with her life. Want to be Britney Spears? Keep running your mouth calling me that kid thing, Whitney. I said, I was almost ready. He said, okay. He said, I was almost ready. What did fake pregnant AMC start some BS? Are you going to join my live later? He said, let me know when you're done so we can go live on mine. What's up? Did you all turn on me? Are you alive? He said, William's a pussy. Thank you guys. I appreciate that sticking up for me. It almost seems like, okay. I said, can you see me in chat? He said, no, double agent. Trust me. I said, I'm blocked. He said, William's a double agent, Jen. Let me see. Because William was blocking me. Taking advantage of his wrench and Deadly's channel, blocking people that he didn't like when Deadly kept telling him to stop it. He goes, oh no, we're going to keep investigating. Let me hang on. Can you grab the link so you can talk while I go into studio? Because William, and William was going to rogue mob me too. William's not a friend to anybody. I said, one of those bitches blocked me. He said, thanks. Wow, you was blocked? Who did that? I said, I think Paula did, or Berlinetta, whomever. I wasn't there after I left. He said, now comment. I said that F and CUNT is friends with AC and Brett, calls me a diddler. Double agent my ass. That bitch talks about my kids. I'm out. I'm done sticking up for people. Go look at her page. And Berlinetta, you drop another name of somebody in my family, I'm going to do the same to you. Deadly told me about that video. Deadly said that. I said, no. He said, trust me, Jen, I have your back more than these losers. I said, no, bitch talked about my kids. AMC and I fought over her. I said, no way. I said, I literally just stuck up for AMC, literally have AC and them going after my ass. No way. And AMC always I always took up for her because I didn't want anybody going after her because of what they did about her kid, because she's got great kids. And I can still say that. I said, you set me the F up, said you were mad at Paula. I'm done. I said, I mean it. He said, oh, shut up. You know, you didn't do that. She showed up about a few minutes ago. She's trash. AMC's up here too. I'm mad at Paula. I wrenched you. I said, go look at the cunt's channel. I'm done. He said, yeah, Paula's trash. You know, you can block her. You have to take a breath, Jen. It's all a plan. Trust me. I said, link. And if AMC argues with me, I'm done. He said, okay. I said, I'm blocked. He said, you're not. I said, I had your back. That bitch makes it out like Clint is retarded. I said, she was on panel with KK. He said, you're not blocked. I said, I need to drop down tonight. Have a good night. And thanks for letting me come up. And I put the hug emoji. He said, are you going to come up tomorrow? I said, my kids do deserve me. I'm out. My kids do deserve me. I'm out. No hard feelings. He said, you're being nuts. And I said, maybe. He said, your kids are gone. It's time to move on. AMC will be upset as well. Fuck these people. He said, I don't know who's in your head. I've been with you for years, Jen. Don't F me over. Your mods talk shit. I said, no, you let that bitch talk about my kids. They will always be mine and I will never move on. I'm done. I mean it. He said, I know what I mean. He said, now let her. Now be better towards me. Nobody else had our back like me and you and AMC and William. Don't lose us. He said, now you're in Shiz's chat. Fine, if you want to fully turn on me, cool, but AMC and William will be with me. I said, I'm not turning on you. I said, William turned on me. He said I was ungrateful, and I told him I was grateful to y'all. I never told you to F off. They made an account about his daughter. He says it's all because of me. William was just drinking. I understand this YouTube stuff is getting to you, but it's going to be okay. William will be okay. Are you okay? It's not your fault. He just thinks you're backstabbing us. Wake up. Rochelle is live bashing the F out of us. You want to go live at 10? F this effing Canadian Scandinavian cunt. January 21st. We're not going to do the dates. I'm just going to keep reading it through. He said, don't be turning on me over William's sneaky bullshit. Me and AMC will always be on your side. I said, call whenever. He said, 1 minute. I said, I have no time with your petty ass this morning. I put a lady going with her sunglasses. He said, look at my gift. I said, somebody called me last night and it's a picture of Rochelle's ugly face. He said, I told you to call me or I will, whichever one. And I did this like weird face. Kira, who had my medical record, so she knows, said, Jen, they're 10, stop lying about your kidney transplant. I said, take my wrench. You're not a friend and never were. You must think what everybody else does, Dudley. I'm done. I mean it. Don't contact me again. He said, you're a double agent. I'm good with Amcy and William. You're really effing up, Jen. I said, no, you are. You have a bitch up there who thinks I'm the C word. I'm done. I mean it. You must think that too. You don't want these people going after you. When you lose your shit again, don't come to me. I mean it. I have zero issues with William and Amcy. I'm done. I said, I don't want to do this anymore. I thought you were my friend. Then I posted the call log because Kira kept calling me because Kira's a liar. I said, that's the call I got this morning. And secondly, I have never told you not to mention AC. That's a lie. Stop drinking toilet water. The beer clearly isn't working. He said, are you done now? You got mad over literally nothing. I said, are you done now? He said, with what? I'm not even upset at you. You got upset over Ladybug. He said, I'm sorry, but she asked to come up, so I let her. It doesn't mean I'm on your side. I defended you a lot, which he used to. And that's where you guys like get him all riled up and go, you're enabling her. Bullshit. He's not allowed to stick up for me now, too. I said, I'm live. Come in. He said, why did you take my wrench? Give me my wrench back. This is all going to make us look like we're fighting. Give it back. He said, I heard you denounce me. I said, you lied on me. That's why you dropped down. He said, no, the R word. I said, you're a liar. He said, I'm disgusted with you right now. You don't defend me at all. I said, why is she playing voicemails and phone calls? She's an asshole. I was talking about Kira disrespecting me. He said, she's mad at Muggsy. I said, she shouldn't be, Deadly. She shouldn't be mad at me either. Wait, though, she will start talking shit about me and get her numbers watched. They will all start filing in, which they do because you're using me. He said, probably, I don't know. She's mad at Muggsy. I have a question. I woke up with this on my arm. I recently changed my laundry detergent. Now I'm breaking out. He sent me a picture where he had hives on his arm. He said, my arm. And I said, oh, she's mad. I said, the hives back in. Anyway, do not use that detergent again. He said, do you see Whitney? And I said, most have me blocked so I can't see them. I said, she's always been like this. I'm done. That Becky bitch has one scheduled at 10:30. Because Becky's a pick-me girl. I don't know shit about that Dawson tone cow. He said, don't go nuts. You're all makeup. And I said, not happening, sir. He said, it will. Trust me. I said, absolutely not. I do care. I don't care about anyone, but do not use that detergent again. What kind is the other one? I said, all cheer, off-brand detergents, throw it away. He said, what's up? You want to go live with me at 6 for a few hours? We'll block Ladybug and Sly. I said, hey. He said, hey. I said, why did you not come in the live? I said, you're keeping me. And then I put this guy, a secret friend. He said, I ended my live early. I don't know. I'm not feeling well. I feel hot and my chest has been hurting off and on all day. I said, where does it hurt in your chest? He said, yeah, where my heart is. And I got really hot on and off. It started getting worse when I started drinking. So I dumped my beer out. I'll get ready now. So I looked up what possible heart pains were. I said, potential causes. So while you bitches want to sit over there and piss on his leg, I was a friend. Really upsets me. He said, yeah, I'm going. I told him to go to the hospital immediately because I thought he was having a heart attack and he was scared. I said, okay, here's a list of things for you to ask the doctor. I said, number 1, blood pressure, tryptophan test. They do it twice. I said, make sure they check your sugar as well and or do a lipid test. Don't tell them you drink all the time, but don't deny it when they ask. I said, buy baby aspirin, take 1 a day. I said, brush your teeth and gargle so they don't smell the beer. I said, call me when you get there, okay? And when you are waiting for the doctor or get test results so you don't get bored or nervous. I said, drive safe and I'm glad you're going. He said, I'm here. I'm not feeling too well, Jen. I need to charge my phone. I said, what do you mean you don't feel well? Call me when you can. I'm worried. He sent me a picture. Oh, you got a big boy sticker, a Scooby-Doo one, a picture with him having an IV. He said, very high blood pressure. I said, how high was it? It should be 120/80. January 23rd, he said, still fucking waiting. It was 168/114. I'm just working to get called to a room to go over my chest x-ray and blood test. EKG was good. I said, call me as soon as possible so I can talk to the doctor via cell phone, please. I said, are you coughing up blood? Are you okay? I'm worried about you. He said, I'm a bit better. I got home and fell asleep. I said, hey. He said, just getting up. Thumbs up. He said, are you ready for me to call? I said, make sure you get orange juice with no pulp, bananas, a can of pineapple, baby aspirin, 81 milligrams, a notebook and pen, oranges, and check blood pressure by the hour. Because he didn't have his mom. And that's why he said he looked at me as his mom. It's sad because he reminds me of somebody I once knew. January 24th, he said, okay, I just took my pill. Are you okay? Going live at 6:15. He said, come up. Where are you at? I said, I don't think you have blood pressure issues. I think you have schizophrenia. But anyway, give me a call when the trash heap leaves. I said, sly. I said, you're an effing liar. Drop the link right now. I'm done. You're a liar. He goes, I don't want her up. I said, I understand. I'm sorry. I didn't realize how effing insane she is. He said, it happens all the time. January 25th, you sold your soul. I said, you're a nut. Deadly is right. You're nuts. Deadly said, he also said the same thing about you, dingbat. No, go call your kids. This is why I hesitate to have her on panel. She goes insane. He was talking about Kira. I said, yeah. He goes, she's obsessed over me. January 25th, he said, you're fickle. January 25th, he said, what happened? Are you on Fatties? I dropped a link. It's pinned. What happened, dummy? He said, are you going to join back? AMC's starting stuff. I'll dox her address. Okay, then go F yourself. No wonder your kid doesn't want to talk to you, idiot. Fuck you. You have AMC. You're talking to Amzilla. I'll never forgive you. CPS will be called on AMC. Chris told me her address. It's either me or AMC.
Hey, I just woke up. What's going on? I just woke up.
I said, answer the phone. He said, soon. I said, answer it. He said, hey. He said, I just got up. What now? I don't care about AMC at all. F her and her double Earth agent ass. Oh, we're not even to all that. And these bitches are going to be mad because I was a friend to him. And the sad thing is that's what he sold me out about. He said, hang on, I'm trying to get my car from the snow. She's an R word. She hangs out with me too. January 26th, he said, pick your side soon. I'm not feeling with AMC's bullshit anymore. You can fight her or not. I'm not. If she keeps it up, Chris gave me someone her address. I have it, and I'll effing dox her. She keeps coming at me. And a lot of the times he didn't do it. He just said he was mad. I didn't realize he does do that shit. I said, she did a nasty live on me, and she's all good with that sly person. He said, I'm done with her. I'm going live here when I get home. I'm at the doctor's now. I said, did they do an EKG? He said, AMC's an effing snake. I just got here. I said, make sure you tell the doctor to order a lipid test that checks your cholesterol. He said, they want to do a stress test too. I said, that's good. It will wear you out, but it's accurate. He said, hang on, I'm almost home. I'm going live later. I swear to God, you better not turn on me. AMC was fine with me a day ago. He said, I'm showering 1 second. By the way, AMC thinks William said her baby should die. He didn't. He said, laugh out loud. What the F is happening? Hang on, I'm starting it up. I said, Deadly, I want Carrie to come up. She had a way to keep it level. See, Carrie? Stuck up for you too. He said, okay. I said, she's available when you're 49 to check you for pulse. We're covering AMC's live. He said, I know. I'm getting ready to let the dogs out. I said, start the live for F's sakes. I said, see, look in the chat. Ladybug's in here. I told you. She acted like she didn't know Vegas Valley. Hurry and respond before I get cussed out. He said, AMC's and Paula's. You want to go live with me and William? I said, morning. He said, I'm just getting up. Want to go live at 10. I said, sub, because it was Kate Hudson. He said, oh, you're live. Call after. Are you good with Amzilla again? I hope not. I said, so it's okay for Sly to post my dead mom on her community tab, but William gets shit for the baby comment. She came in right after you mentioned me. Loyalty, Deadly. He said, you can block her. I said, I don't have a wrench and I'm not coming in until she leaves. He said, now you do. I said, she threatened me and doxed my mom. He said, what happened? Why'd you say bye? And he goes, are you okay, baby? I didn't get like that. I said, I'm okay. Just got home. He said, get back up here, beautiful. You're my girl for real. Me and Clint can share. And it was all joking. I said, best. I said, big bag Cooch. Back when Cooch was a friend, I thought. Nobody's your friend. He said, laugh out loud, Cooch. I said, hey. He said, I'll be home soon. I said, where are you? He said, watching you on my TV. I said, oh my God. He said, what? Is that a war crime? I said, don't let your hand get tired. He said, oh, I won't. I ruined my TV. It's all sticky. Laugh out loud. When do you want to go live? I said, now. He said, what am I watching? Then a replay? I said, go live. He said, damn, it's about time you reply. I said, go live. And then I gave him a picture of Brandy because Brandy looks like that Jennifer lady from, here, I'll show you, Brandy. You show my stuff, I'll freaking strike you. So this is a picture of Brandy from years ago, 3 years ago, after she told people to quit. Look at Brandy, nasty ass. And you want to talk about me, Brandy? So I put a picture of Jennifer from Mama June. This was Sugar Bear's ex-wife. So I put a picture because her and Brandy looked alike. He said, ew, what the F? Who said that bitch is ugly as F? He said, okay, letting my dogs out. And I said, okay, we're not going live. This is 6 hours late, sir. And I had a clock. He said, I'm going live. I'm about to get home. I have some more medicine. I haven't been feeling well. You might as well go live first. I said, what's going on? Hey, shit show. If I were you, I would probably get out of here. Actually, I'll escort you out of here. I don't like you. You make me very, very uncomfortable. You're way too sexual. I don't like you. I would honestly feel better if you would not come in. I don't really mention you, and you're making me feel very uncomfortable, AC. And if you keep coming in, that's going to reflect off of you harassing me because you are. He said, I'm about to go home. I go to CVS to get these other blood pressure pills. Well, my bad. I'm trying to take care of myself like you asked for. I probably have heart disease. I said, anyhow, when I call. He said, okay, hang on. I'm driving. I don't want to get a ticket. And then I put things about blood tests, EKGs, echocardiograms, stress tests, and coronary angiography. He said, I know I got to go back for more tests soon. I don't know. It's nothing. I'll call soon. I got to shower. Then it won't go live. I want to address Paula and Berlinetta. I hope nobody holds this against me because I'm not going to be lied on like that. And sometimes you have to show text messages. You have to. He goes, I'm going to be going live if you're done. I said, restarting my phone. He said, hurry back. I don't want to be up here with her. It was Kira. January 29th. He said, are you talking shit to Kim on me? And I said, no, I don't like her. Because that's how much Kim messed with his head. January 29th. Hey, Rochelle is live trashing you with Sly in there. I said, are you there? And he said, what? I said, is Rochelle still live? And Rochelle, if you go live, every time you go live, I'm going to steal your viewers. So let me know if Rochelle goes live because I will not stop going live then. He said, yeah, trashing the F out of you. Still, Rochelle, a year later, with your 5,000 freaking subscribers, and you still have nothing to show for it. He said, I said, how many are in there? He said, last I looked, 21. I said, 21 ain't shit. He said, that's why I said trying to get views. Then he gave me a picture of Paula as a horse, which is weird because the horse he said, that's Paula. I said, haha. I said, 911. Hey, I said, sorry, I was on the phone. Someone had passed that. I knew. He said, oh, damn. You sure you weren't talking to Square? You better not be friends with that F word. He said, I'm a kid. I said, I hate Square. He said, I'm just saying, if you make up with that F word, then I'm done forever. Don't F me over. I said, I've never been okay with Square. He said, good. So what's the plan? So what's up, Jen? Are we going live or not? He said, I am. It's out for delivery. Jules got her pizza. She lost her mind. Where does it say anywhere that Jules or anybody are deadly? Where did I say anywhere on here about the pizza? You said that. You did. I am now. It's out for delivery. Jules got her pizza. She got her pizza. She lost her mind. Where on here did I give you any information about Jules or say, yes, do we want to do this? I love you, so calm down. Maybe I should. I said, learn how these people are. I warned you, come back up. He said, are you okay? Here. I'm being this transparent. Is that good enough, AC? Piece of shit. Okay. I'm trying to do it the right way so y'all can see. Full transparency. I'm not going to my psychiatrist. Why would I send proof? You guys want to keep it up and keep lying on me and say that I don't show proof? You guys want to keep it up? You want to keep it up or no? Do we want to keep this up, ladies and gentlemen? Because I got stuff from all of you. Maria, I know the first person that doxed you and your name. You guys want to keep it up? Brandy and my daughter's stepmom were plotting. Remember that, KK? How you have my kid's stepmom up there? You guys want to keep it up? Miss Mickey, William fluffing Clint up right now in the middle of the night saying Clint has a far reach past Ohio. Don't push him. Has me sent. How embarrassing. I'm just saying 1,000%. So Miss Mickey, do not think I won't put your stuff out. Do not think I won't. You want to keep telling me that Brandy and all you guys know, and you won't leave my family alone? You want to keep it up, Brandy? All of you? KK? I have no problems giving out my text messages to who they need to go to. Hey, April. I got stuff from 2020, ladies and gentlemen, including Siwa putting a dog shitting in my mouth and the cottage boy room. And I'll rewatch this just so I can make sure the texts are showing. So you guys get to put whatever the hell you want. When whispers, all of you guys, I'll show every single bit of it because you're not going to get Jules and them mad at me. You guys are changing text messages and stuff to make it look bad. I told you all. And I don't want to have to show messages, but you guys have no problems doing it. So, Jules, I know you don't like it showing messages, but I have to because I'm getting accused of shit I didn't do. Miss Liability, where have you been? I didn't do anything to you. I said nothing really. Paula was streaming and she was going to kill her horses. Now, was I the one that said it or was William the one that said it about Heidi? Heidi? Who was the one that said it? Not me. William said it. So I thought that I was the one. Huh, Heidi? Heidi that's trying to get me hemmed up, that wants to lie to me, who was fine with me? Heidi, who said it? Not Jen. Huh, Heidi? George, your best friend? Was I the one that said it? No. You want to keep it up, Heidi? You're just finding any reason to turn people against me. You want to keep it up, Heidi, and keep lying on me? Or do you want me to send your stuff to news stations with you threatening me? Look at the dates, too. All you Redditors who's been hitting me up behind the scenes? You want, oh, here's William being Black History, and I hope she's hanging from a tree. So I thought William didn't say it, Heidi. He said it in Reddit, girlfriend. Plain as day. Here, I'm trying to blow it up so y'all can see it. William, you didn't say that? I'm the one who said it. And Heidi, you're not just trying to find a reason? Huh? George, you guys want to keep lying on me? Huh? You want to do that? What do I do to get this to work? Okay. Okay, Kimmy. Camden is that bitch. Camden, by the way, I know who you are now. Say one more word about me, Camden. I promise you, you're going to get paperwork in the mail. I know who you are now. I'm trying to do this the best way that I can so you guys can see it. And if you guys can, I know you guys are going to slow this down. Tell William to answer IG. Heidi was caught being a racist. Tell William he didn't get it from me and Amzy made that William account. Remember, she blamed Chloe is dead on him. So Heidi, show me where I said that before you went to Miss Ann. I told you, Miss Ann, I didn't say that. And you guys all dick me over thinking I said that shit. And William was the one who said it. So thanks a lot. Not me. So you guys go say something. Why don't one of you guys go live and cover that before I put all your guys' stuff out? And I will clear up the stuff with Lainey Lynn because Lainey Lynn, I know what her name is, and she did talk to my husband as well. You want to play Lainey Lynn? I got your stuff too. I'm tired of me and Kendra and all of us getting talked to like shit and nobody going to bat and doing what's right. So AC, do I need to tell anybody else? So if you guys want to know, I can screen record all of this and put it up. I always do. So let's finish. I said, tell him to turn it down. It doesn't matter if it's old. So remember, George and Heidi and all you guys, William said the tree comment. I did not say it. I can't keep track what is acceptable and what isn't. All you can do is tell me like, hey, don't say boy. If you guys do that, then I say that I'm sorry. I never made the comment about the tree, Heidi. William said it because you're looking for any reason to get me in trouble, you lying bitch. Quit tagging me to news stations or I'm going to start doing it to you, Heidi. And screw you, George. You guys were plucking people from me at just one by one and then blaming Deadly for it, but you guys are in there now. You're a nasty person, Heidi. And Cooch, you remember that while you in there simping. He said, I'll attack the shit out of Kim's kid if she starts some BS. I said, no one on my end. I said, I'm talking to Clint's mom. Okay, are you going to join back Kim's trash? I'm just saying, what the hell is out of you? I said, call me 911. He said, are you sure? This is a lot because I don't read all this shit. Do you think they're mad? I'm going to post Kim's kids. I said, no, I promise you I'm not talking to them. He said, so what's going on? I said, can you have William drop the link in a little bit? They're all up and harassing Clint's mom because you guys wouldn't stop. A year later, you guys are still doing it. A year later, ever since Nevi came back in this shit, it has been nothing but a fucking, it just doesn't end. I said, I know that. I said, they're effing insane, deadly, and you better not tell anyone I like you. Like that, I mean it. And here he is a year later telling people that. I said, I know that they are effing insane, deadly, and you better not tell people I like you like that. Clear it up, all of you, or I'm going to give out your text. You too, George. You too, George. It's going to be mano-a-mano with me and you, George. And then you guys are going to have to play back your own words. And see, that's why this is going to be so beautiful, because you guys have to cover me. And guess what? You're going to have to cover up the shit that you guys said. You're going to be in there with your friends. It's going to be beautiful. You like it. I love it. See, guys? See, Cole? And you guys want to call me a liar. Isn't it weird? I kept telling you guys to stop. I didn't want to open up the vault. And if you guys feel like I'm helping Jules, so fucking be it. I don't have to hide anything. If I wanted to go and chat and she allowed me, I would. I would. But I'm not going to give out anybody's information unless you fucking lie on me. Here we go again. Deadly says, ugh, I'll be in chat when he drops. You can join, listen. I like you. I think of you as a mom figure. Remind me of her a bit when we are good, Jen. Thank you for being honest with me. Love you. I just can't kick him. So when I sent stuff to him, it was to go to Brittany because we can never get a hold of her. And screw you, Deadly, for lying on me. And all of you in the community when William's the one who made the tree comment, not me. I said, definitely not a mom figure. You're just crushing. Yeah, let's answer. Hello. Hello. Oh, a Wisconsin number. Huh. You guys are pranking me during a live. This can't get any better. I'm going to 1,000 views. Since I don't get paid, I get paid for the replay. So let's do this. Here we go. We got a Wisconsin number. Hello. Is your refrigerator running? Mine is. Noelle, is that you harassing me?
Jen, the cops are coming for you, Jen.
Cool.
Be aware.
Cool. I'll wait. For what? Go ahead. Whoever's getting Noelle to do this bad shit, Noelle's going to get in trouble. Honey, I'm not talking to Jules. That's how stupid you look, Cooch. All because you thought I was talking to Jules. I proved I wasn't. And you want to come in here and you can't break bread? You screwed me over, Cooch. I didn't do shit to you. You're too busy thinking about you that you can't even meet me halfway and say, yeah, I'm a little wrong. All because of Jules. And I'm not even talking to her. I can be a better person. Just because I'm a bad look, right, Cooch? I was going to bring Jonah out. I told you that because I was so mad at him. Keep it up, Noelle. You're harassing me. You want to keep it up, Noel? You're harassing me. So if the cops do come, honey.
Chloe just died. And I could be playing this basketball.
Chloe just died. Noel, how'd you get my number?
From Belly.
Noel, I'm going to tell you right now on a live. If you do not stop harassing me, Noel, I will file a police report against you. You're an adult, Noel.
She is on the live right now, dude.
Yeah. And you're harassing me. You want to keep it up, Noel? Because right now I'm telling you, you need to quit.
This is for content, Jen. You're doing it for content.
And you're harassing me, Noel.
You're going to get so much views. You're going to get so much views.
Of course I am.
You're going to get so much views.
I am.
Look at this.
And you're an adult, Noel.
Why about Chloe?
Hey, Dudley and William, this isn't a very good look for you.
And mine.
You want to keep it up?
Of course.
I'm not filling out a police report. You're not worth it, Noel. Hey, Noel.
Oh, this is fake. This is
Hey,
fake.
Noel, I can beat you in basketball.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
I can. I can beat you in basketball. I'm going to, too.
No, you're not.
And, you know, listen, Noel, it's not my fault that William said that you're bad at basketball. William's the one who told me that.
William did not.
He did. He told me that you couldn't do a slam dunk.
Why like that?
Well, I'm going to beat you in basketball, okay?
No, you can't.
Okay. Hey, guess what?
Hey, meet me outside.
Meet you outside. Oh, you want to catch me outside like Danielle? Okay. Knock at my door. Knock at my door. Come on. Knock at my door, Billy Badass. Come on. Come beat my ass, Noel. Come on. Knock on my door.
Oh, here we go again. And Clint is not William. He married to you. He's
Oh.
cheating on you.
Oh. I can still beat you at basketball.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can.
Be at
You
basketball. can't.
Yes, I can. I can slam dunk. Yes, I can. You ever seen Michael Jordan? I am good at basketball. Oh,
You're
okay.
not good at it.
I'm freaking wonderful.
And like you're a crackhead.
Hey, Shanna, my old mod. Well, how about you not watch me? Huh? See you, bye. You don't tell me what to do at my live, bitch. You go back in there and simp for Sophie. I agree with George about that. I do agree with George about that. You're never coming back in here again. And by the way, your modding sucked. Bye. Okay. He said, Square isn't doxing anyone. He can't. He said, I'm not doing shit. Kira ruined my effing mood. She commented on my post, and I hate that cunt. And by the way, Shanna, while we're at it, just like Hellbilly said that spokesperson is an adult, I have the right to answer my phone when an adult is calling. So don't tell me what to do with my lives, you Sophie simp, bitch. He said, do you know I slept? Just because I sleep doesn't mean I'm mad. I just got up. I said, William blocked me. I'm not playing his games anymore. He said, wonder why? I said, I don't like this skep shit. He said, tell me he's mad because I said, stop saying the N-word. I said, he's mad because we asked him to stop saying the N-word. Oh, I'm super sorry. He said, he'll be okay. I said, I don't care at this point as he is, as long as you are. He said, I'm fine. This medicine's been putting me to sleep after this live. What's going on? I said, can I call you real quick? He said, yes. And then I gave him the stuff about Jamie and then the stuff about Brandy posting my youngest kid's dad. By the way, your dude is ugly. I could see why. And then I gave him the videos to give to Brittany because I was going to do OnlyFans. Since Amzie can do it and stuff, I didn't give it to him to any It was just because I wanted to know. Was it stupid? Yeah, looking back on it, but I can say that. I said, go live, or I am. I said, I'm getting annoyed and very suspicious about it. He said, shut up, I'm live. Your entire existence is sus. I said, she's over 1K. He said, good. I said, make sure you ask the doctor about a test for your cholesterol. It's called a lipid panel. We're going to block her. Okay. Okay, we blocked her. Thanks, Shanna. Is that okay? I said, is your blood pressure okay, or have you not been called back yet? I said, anyway, I'm sorry I got mad today. I'm sure they're making it out like I'm effing with you and William's friendship. Message me later and hope you're okay. He said, what's up? I said, I'm done. He said, you. He said, hey, idiots, are you going live? I said, I don't give a F. Go ahead. Go hard. I'm mad. He said, at what now? I said, you. He said, why now? I don't talk to these whores. I said, because you like those fat, ugly people. He said, laugh out loud. I said, those women you do, people are making fun of me like they're doing now. He said, hang on, I'll call. So I thought you women were saying I was romantic with him, but as of in January, you were saying they said you're acting like I'm your mom. So why did that change, ladies? Even you guys said I was like his mom. So what changed? Krusty Kim. That's your new name, Krusty Kim. I like it. Krusty Kim. Berlinetta, B.O. Berlinetta. How about that? Crazy Kyra. And you guys wonder why I read these messages, because you guys are lying on me. He said 3 Bs. I didn't even like my own mom. Get over it. I said, well, I'm not your mom. Then I put the whip ring. He said, no, idiot, wait up, showed up. I said, so why didn't you go live? He said, LOL. He said, I don't give a crap what losers say. I said, trying to find the right shirt where my boobs aren't falling out of it, because they were going to Britters, because I did not know how to start OnlyFans. He said, I'll go live after you do. I said, come in and mod if you can. He said, I'll go live after you. February 3rd, I hate that cunt. You going back to bed. Don't let the trolls make you mad. Karma is a cat is trash. I said, no, I'm about to lose my shit. That effing ugly, sly boogie bitch is pissing me off. He said, I don't know how Karma is a cat is such an effing cunt. She's obsessed. And she is. I said, let her be. She doesn't affect us. See, Karma is a cunt? I was even somewhat sticking up for you. He said, I'll attack that cunt. She trolls us both. And Karma is a cunt. I know you're big on doxing kids because you did it to Jules's niece. Justice for Tammy. Clover. He said, they're all hanging in group chat. I said, I didn't know. He said, she's trolling you. I don't care about her, though. I said, exactly. He said, Kira's weird, and she's an F and R word. I said, I'm seriously not kidding about being bored. He said, bored about what? I said, do you have an appointment tomorrow? He said, just blood work. I'm still planning on going live soon. I said, at what time, and do it soon? He said, Kira needs to stop following me around chats. I said, okay. I said, I'm getting really mad. He said, she's an effing idiot. I said, I'm going to bed. I don't wait for any man. For you, it should have been man child. Somebody posted a really disgusting meme, and I said, I puked. He said, every damn time I go to bed. I said, did you effing see that? I wasn't expecting it. He said, it's all because I was asleep. Next, he'll be yelling the word N-I-G-G, and that was William, who was disrespecting Deadly while he was asleep, as he still does it. I said, oh, yeah, and the only live cleansed face is, and Muggsy blew up my comments. Muggsy, you do it too. I said, I can't sleep. I slept earlier for a few hours. February 4th, he said, I'm just getting up. I'm letting my dogs out. What are you doing? I said, I'm at the hospital. I just saw my cardiologist and I'm downstairs waiting to get blood. He said, okay, I'm doing my blood too. I'm here. Do you want to go live later? Let me know what's going on today, or do the worky verse. And then I have a picture of Sly's uncle with the fish, the obituary. He said, Sly's dad, I'm going to dox. Jules said in Sly's, you left your kids with 2 men in your townhouse and they got molested. Jules was in Sly's. You left your kids with 2 men in your townhouse and they got molested. Jules is sick. Never got an apology for that. He said, you're very sus today. Did someone say something? I don't care. Anyways, they were attacking you because you're talking to me cool All you can get is a tax. Sly was right about all of you, NIGG. I said, I just woke up. Are you kidding me? I was at the damn doctor for a while and they took blood. What the F is wrong with you? So I also told you guys I can't get a full-time job because I'm at the hospital all the time. He said, tell your fat friend Amzi to stop messaging me bullshit. You're talking behind my back. She can go F herself and her retarded kid. I said, what the F? Wait, Jules said that? I haven't spoken on her either. What the F is going on? He said Jules was in Sly and said it on Reddit. And here's the thing. I don't even care about that because that was in the past and I was saying stuff too. And I really care about Lisa and people in the hive. I want them, if they ever want to come in, because you guys don't leave them alone. No harm, no foul. I said shit too. He said, don't F me over for your effed up enemies. I'll call later. He said, I'm going live soon to dox Sly's dad. I said, okay, I'm not going to. He said, do you feel sus today? I said, no, I don't feel sus. I have to go back to give one more tube of blood. Do you want me to go up on panel when I get back? He said, yeah, I'm about to lose my shit. I said, why? What happened? I'm here for you. He said, I'm about to crash the F out. Come up after you're done. I said, listen to me. You and I need to keep our cool. Brandy and Jules are all over online running their mouths. Do not lose your cool. At least let's this POS tear us apart for please. I said, they're going to keep filing in to make you turn on me. Not much has changed, has it, guys? He said, it's on you. It happens now. Come up when you're home. I said, please don't let them. My renal, AKA kidney panel reading is off. So I'm running up quick to give one more tube of blood. I said, okay. He said, have you heard of somebody from I Want to Talk podcast? He said, yes, we used to be friends. Why? And I said, Mark? He said, yeah. I said, who is that? I got a message from him on IG. That was another person Deadly said I sexted with. I put up the proof. I did not. He said, we fell out. No one listens to him. He said, nobody cares about Mark. I said, okay. I was about to block him. He said, yeah, block him. He's mad because I left him. I said, he called me Lovey. That makes me feel weird. He was asking me about Johnny Mac. He said, Jen, he's trying to turn you against me. I said, well, that will never happen. He said, get rid of them or get lost. I said, be right back. And then I sent him my kidney thing because I thought they were going to keep me. And my triglycerides were up and my kidney panel was like really bad. He said, oh, and I said, not bad enough. It's good. But here's how fucked my kidneys are. Hold on. He goes, it looks like it's fine. I said, no, look at these though. So my annual gap was 9. My bun was 29. My creatinine was 2.32 and my EGFR was 20. Can't see anything except my name. I'm lying about my kidney disease. He said, I said, that's my kidney function. He goes, I ended it. It's your turn. You wouldn't come back up. I said, I was hitting the link the minute you ended. I said, I have to let my daughter go, Deadly. I can't talk to them anymore. He said, what? And I said, like ever. He goes, what do you mean? I said, they're talking to Brandy. He said, you didn't know that? People lie. And then he called me the N-word. He said, did you end your life? I said, those mother effers want me to off myself. He said, we will go off on them. I was going to go live if you're around. I got to go live so William doesn't make me look bad. So when Jamie said that stuff and I contacted Kira, I asked Kira if she could get a hold of William because I thought me and William were friends. I said, do you want me to come in? And Kira actually didn't even care. That's how much she's jealous over stuff. She didn't even care that I was down there. And then I contacted Kimmy and Kimmy told me to call the 988 number. So Kimmy was the freaking good person in it, not William, not Kira. I never blamed them for it. I said, I'm going to bed. You're in a mood today and I'm not playing with you. He said, no, I'm sick. I'm having chest pains and I'm dizzy. Hey, Adore. I'm going to finish reading this and then, thank you for coming in. Adore, I was so mean to you. I'm very, very sorry. She's not a fan of me, but at least she, I said, hey, are you okay? And he said, yeah, laying back down for a couple hours, very aggravated today. Blood pressure was up. He said, was Sly high on my hands, turned red. I'll set my alarm for 10. I'll call you when I'm up. I mean, I've had some pretty bad allegations, so I'm just reading it because I don't, saying I would. He said, I'll be live at 2 or 3. I said, I need to talk to you about William. He's thrown me under the bus, I feel. You are fine, but I have to take his wrench. He's blocked people that should be blocked, but you're fine. And that's why I took his wrench. They told on themselves. He said, okay, give me a few minutes. I'm letting my dogs out. I said, call. He said, hang on. I'm on the phone paying my cable. It's almost done. Okay, are you ready? William hasn't even been live. Anyways, call when you can. Hey, dummy, you went live. I said, come in. Where did you go? He said, I left for 2 seconds. What happened? He said, hang on. Hello, ho. And then he said, okay. And then he said the N word. I'm going in a minute. If not, I said, I'm here. I just saw this. I was at the store. He said, okay. He said, William's being sus. I know I always say that, but I talk to the guy 24 hours a day and something is off. Anyway, I'm going to go live. So that's when we thought that William was doing stuff because Dudley was giving him money. Dudley's far better affair to him. He said, something's off. And I said, he has been. Let's go. Set it the F up. He said, if he F's us over, that'll be the last thing he ever does. I promise you that. I said, I deleted a video because of Sophie. I agree. You have helped him a lot. I said, bitch ass saying she was going to privacy me for saying her first name. Well, samey, Sophie. I owe you a lot of privacies. I said, are you kidding me? So I can private the hell out of her. He said, I'm going live. I might go to urgent care Saturday and get some more blood pressure pills. I have 3 left. My doctor wanted me to finish these and go for him next week, but I won't. I said, I'm proud of you. I said, hey, lower the subscribe time. I just subbed from 2 accounts, but I have to wait 20 minutes. He said, okay, fixed. I'm still going live, the N word. Going live again, don't F me over. I'm about to lose it. Then he called me the N word. Come back. He said, hello, beautiful. You can come in if you want because Kira is S. I said, don't lose your cool. She called, but I declined it. I went to go get ice, not that kind of ice, real ice. He said, I am right now. I said, don't be mad at me. Kira just tried calling me again. He said, I'm about to lose my shit. I don't give an F about her emergency. I said, don't worry about her. Just ignore her. We hit her. You're doing so good, Dudley, and I'm so proud of you. Don't anyone let you get anxious. So you guys said I acted like his mom. He said I was like his mom. I told him I didn't feel comfortable with these guys doing this. He said she did that BS again where she made things about her. I effing hate that. I said, hey, that lady messaged me. He said, who? I said, Dudley, is this Andrea? Because people are telling me it was Andrea. I said, what? I said, the girl who was arguing with Lauren earlier about Ghost of Shadows. But it was Jennifer Dusterface. And back when Noelle was nice to me, when Kaleidoscope was in there, Slap-a-Ho, he said, no, that's not Andrea, Jen. I said, oh, it looked like her in the avatar. My bad. He said, what's that BS? I said, what BS? I was replaying the live when her and Lauren were arguing. He said, who cares? You can't be live in the live. I said, I thought it was Andrea. It's nothing big. I was catching up on your replay while you're live. I'm replaying your live while you're live. I just rewound. He said, wait, who's live? You're being effing sus. Pick a side. You're too invested with those NIGG. I ended my live stream because you weren't there. You know, shit, go F yourself because you can't reply. Amsey was right. I said, Dudley, I had to take Mia inside, and I just heard William talk shit. He said, okay. I said, thank the F a lot. He said, I don't know what he's doing. I said, he's talking mad shit on me. I told him to go F himself. I ended my live. I had to go take my meds. And then I gave him, he said, Jen Bailey's a snake. It was when he was in William's live. He said, Jen, I can't control him when I'm done, when I lay down. I said, sure. And that pussy bitch has me blocked. Good night. I had your back. He's in there talking crap. Take your meds and get some sleep, okay? He said it was a joke by me, and if Kimmy keeps it up, I'll dox her. I said, you don't have to be worried about his BS. Get some sleep and let him be drunk and dumb. Just get some sleep and take care of you. Call or text me if you need me. He said, someone's starting shit. I said, your health is more important than fighting over him. No, I'm in there. He's being drunk and nasty. He blocked me. I don't care what a drunk is saying, okay? Just get some sleep and text me if you need me. He said, who the F is lying? I have Muggsy's posts, the messages between him and Kimmy. And if she wants to start shit, she's not welcome in my chat. I think he got Kimmy, and Kim. Adore, I did block him, honey. I did block him. I promise you, I blocked him. I unblocked all the assholes because I didn't realize William or somebody was rogue. He has blocked Adore, I promise you. I can show you my block list. He's blocked. He said, who the F is? Okay. So it was Kim and Muggsy talking. It was. because he got Kim mixed up with my mod, Kimmy. I said, make sure it's not your ex, Kim. And William is just drunk running his mouth. Either way, please get some sleep. If you need anything, call me. This is when your blood pressure gets high and it's your anxiety. Please just get some sleep. I said, and turn that thing on that you watch to sleep, because he watches something to go to sleep at night. I said, don't worry about dumb shit. Good night. February 6th, hang on. I'm letting my dog out. It snowed again. We are good. I'm going live at 6. Be there. He said, you're pissing me off about William. I don't care who's in your effed up head, but stop it. He didn't block anyone but Miss Liability. I said, he went the F off last night. Ask him. See, this is the kind of shit that William does. He's not a friend to anybody, not even Deadly. Because when Deadly would go to sleep, he would start a shit and start using the N word. Deadly did try to get William to quit, but now Deadly's doing it as bad, and that's on him. He said, I'm getting in between you guys, but you won't have my back. Nice. You and Kimmy can't mod for my life, but can with William. He said, I was in your chat. I have your back. Just don't let people start some BS. He said, are we good or not? Because I have to know what to think about you and who I can trust. I said, we are good. You know that. He said, you like my clickbait title on YouTube? And somebody said to him, to Deadly, okay, Tina was in there. The owl is reckoning. It said your nieces and nephews' pictures are going up on my Rumble tonight. I did send Noelle that pizza. So somebody sent Noelle a pizza, if I remember correctly. And this was, what day was it? Because Noelle and I were good. February 6th, right around February 6th, Noelle got a pizza. And the person's name was, that sent it, was THEOWL Reckoning. Your nieces and nephews' pictures are going up on my Rumble tonight. I did send Noelle that pizza. And Brenna, and that was when AC came in again. A year this has been going on. And Tina Beagle ran her mouth. He said, that's not square. You better tell people you trust me and how much you adore me. I said, dummy, that's not, he said, dummy, that's not square. I said, I know my mod sent it. She doesn't know. If you don't mention me, I'm not coming in. He said, yeah, I'll say Jen's a cum slut. Oh, shut up. And then he posted a picture of Biden, not Biden, but who's the guy? Obama as a monkey. Look out, president posted the Obama as monkey. So it wasn't him. Trump posted it because we like Trump. He said end-to-end encrypted message. I said, hey. I said, can you address Jules because she's bullying Carrie for sticking up for you? I guess she forgot when she used you as well to dox Cooch. I said, oh, and she's saying that I'm grooming Noelle, yet Mikey is in there. Again, this was all before in February. He said, so where are you at? Hiding? I said, I'm not hiding, but I'm going to address Jules. Drop the link in here. He said, where? I need to address a few things. Can we put Noelle in the chat? He said, yes. I said, okay, Carrie doesn't deserve for Jules to bully her. Thanks a lot. So Carrie, do you hear that? I said, thanks a lot. He said, what the F? Brenna, she's a lying whore. I didn't lie about her. I said, do you want me to come up or do you want to talk about this later? He said, yes, come up. Brenna came in something me. I said, okay, hold on. He said, for real, she lied. Don't F with me for real. I don't attack Brenna. I said, I'm not effing with you. Can you do a few things for me, please? He said, yeah, what? He said, F Brenna, bucktooth bitch. I said, what do you want from me? Well, that lady that Jules showed, she got real big buck teeth. Can you guys hit the like button, please? At least one person's starting to, we're getting up there. He said, huh, what? What am I being fair about? I said, Muggsy getting on my effing nerves. I said, Deli, I need to talk to you for real. He said, okay, I'll be up at 12. I'm laying back down till 12. You know what, bitch? I'm done with your games. You took my wrench again. I'm going on your enemy's side. F you, you traitor, just like you. F everyone else over. Backstabber. Now I will dox Brenna's family and kids. Bye, bitch. So I went to bat for a lot of you so he wouldn't go after you, just so you know. I said, I reset them. You need to quit. He said, I don't give a fuck. You take my wrench again. I said, I won't. He said, I'll call soon. I'm busy, but don't be falling for Paula's bullshit. February 7th. Are we good? I feel as if they check in every day because I don't know what you're doing behind the scenes. I said, you need to have my back. He said, I do. Obviously, I attack all this people for you every night, dummy. I said, William is effing with us. He's talking to someone. I said, why did Jules go after Carrie last night? He said, because Carrie defended me, I don't tell William much of anything. I know the YouTube games. He said, you're going to have to pick a side soon. I said, William knows what he's doing, Dudley. He's saying god awful shit. He said, that's not on me or you. Carrie even said it's on him. I said, then tell him he needs to say that shit on his own panel, Dudley. He said, you're acting worse than Amzie right now, letting people get into your head. I said, it's not fair to us, meaning you and I. He said, who's telling you to hate on William? I said, call me right now. He said, yeah, 1 second. I said, it's what he's done to me. So for a year, this 52-year-old drunk who has not stopped and gets up on panel, runs his mouth about everybody. William, I'm getting this close to playing our recordings. And then Dudley's going to hear what the hell you have to say about him. February 7th, I said, he asked me, so pissed I hit the wrong thing again. I said, I didn't mean to end it. I'm not a hoe. F you, because he called me a hoe. He goes, I didn't say you dumbass, you're not a whore. I said, I'm never, ever talking to you again. You're the most unloyal person I'm done with. You're fake. I said, take it back. And until you apologize to me on your live, I will never talk to you again. He said, okay, then I'll post your family. I'll be worse than Jules and AC. I'll have Amzie on soon. I didn't do shit to you. I know how this works, Jen. You should listen to me. I said, no, you better not. He said, let shit play it. I said, you better not post my family or I will post all the stores you buy beer from. Don't play with me. He said, I don't care. Don't fuck me over, bitch. I defend you every chance I can get. I said, take it back. Now's the chance. He said, I didn't even mention you. I'd look dumb to say that. I said, then you don't care. He said, if I didn't care, I'd be attacking you like everyone else on here. I just can't say that because nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about. I said, I can't come on your panel. I have cried too much. I said, I am a female and you hurt me again. He said, then do it later. I'm going to be pissed. I said, oh, and you may want to ask William why he prefers Jules over Carrie. Jules hates Carrie because Carrie stuck up for you. So William must have been lying about talking to Jules because I don't think Jules would talk to him. I said, pay the F attention. He had pictures of my kids up? Okay. Well, I mean, if he did, I can't say that because I don't know for sure. I said, Jules hates Carrie for sticking up for you when she was on Rochelle's panel. Ask him, why do you think Carrie's mad? She stuck up for you. That's why Jules hates her. So if Jules likes William, likes Jules better, what does he say about you? So Carrie, I hope you hear this. I'm sorry about Jonah. I was way a better friend to you than Rochelle was. He hates Carrie for talking shit. You will never understand. Carrie's about to get doxxed by me. Kira gave me her full name. Hey, Kira, I thought you didn't dox Carrie. Kira. Carrie, who I still love. Kira did dox you. Proof. Dudley said it. Kira, I thought it was Jesus Christ doxing people. You're the one that said that Berlinetta, what her name was, and that she liked black men. You said that, Kira. You want to go back up on panel? Let's see how well you guys get along tonight. It'll work for a while before that beer. Oh. No matter. He'll have a lot to discuss tonight. He hates Carrie for talking shit. And you know what really breaks my heart with a lot of you guys online is you guys fucking shafting me to the side over Jules, who I don't even go in there. And I still stuck up for y'all. And you want to say that I'm not a loyal friend? I've already posted proof that William said the shit about Heidi. Are any of you guys going to eat crow? No. Is anybody going to stick up for me? No. But guess what? I'm still here. You used me. People were right about you. He said, keep it up. I'll dox your kids and have the nasty people on here about you. I didn't do shit. You know, I love you. He said, you want me to be upset and my blood pressure up so my kidneys fail? I know it now. I'm just another girl or friend that you use. Thanks a lot. He said, you're overthinking, Jen. Just leave William alone for now for me till we get this shit figured out. I've never used you or anyone never have. And that's why you're covering me every day, right, Dudley? Never recapped before. But what's really weird, if I remember, we'll leave it. I never used you or anyone else. Have never. Yeah, we got 2 more likes. Give me another like and I'll believe. He always threatened me. He said, Amzie and Kim just messaged me wanting to come up to trash you. What the F, Jen? So Kim never left. Unless Dudley lied. So Kim, because I want people to like me, culture, because I didn't have a lot of friends when I was younger in high school. Yeah, because I want people to like me. What's wrong with that? I said, so call both of them out for saying that. I thought Amzie and Kim hated you. Call them out. He said, with anyone else, I'd just go crazy on you. And I'm not. I respect you, but you got to let me do my thing. We can't just attack William. We got to let this play out. You don't know my game on here. Calm down, please. I said, you're going to lose the one person that has your back, and that's me. I know that. I'm trying to. I'm supposed to join a card league and play gin rummy, actually. I just haven't really been going out since Jamie and Heidi and all them, because I do get real life shit done. I'm just trying. I'm trying. He said, trust me, Jen, for once. I know what I'm doing. Please trust me. Okay, nice. Let's let it play out. And then he said, okay, bitch, it's on. Get effed. Hit me up on IG when you want. I'll attack you worse. Well, look at what Brandy and freaking KK and Jamie and them are doing. And Heidi threatened to call one of my kids. Why doesn't anybody say anything to them? Miss Ann won't even talk to me because she thinks I said all that stuff. I'm not saying I didn't say it, but I didn't say that. William said it. And that's how much Heidi doesn't even want me around anybody. He said, get effed, hit me up on IG when you want. I'll attack you worse than anyone ever could. Blocking you here. I'll have all your enemies here. All of them, Gibbler. I said, I won't be back. You just called me a child molester. I can sleep at night. I won't be back. He said, hello, get right up here now before I lose it. Because I'm going to sit there and go along with what people want me to do because I don't want them to go real life. They do. My kids. And he just, oh, Brenna's kids are mine. Let's get through it. He said, good stream. You were actually nice. And then I got mad because Angela posted a video of Clint. And I said, she's a cunt on her channel. He said, wow, why the hell? I said, yep, because she's friends with Ghost of Shadows and the MC and Sophie and Kim and all them. That's okay, Cleo. I don't give a shit. And I don't use Dollar Tree concealer. I use CoverGirl. Dollar Tree would break me out. Thank you. He said, well, what the F? He said, LOL, you told Kira to aggravate me saying Keith's name. I do not care about Keith or Kira. Well, you liked Keith when he was modding for you. Yes and yes. I told you I don't talk shit about my friends. Just like I promised Jules I wouldn't call her a sex trafficker. And I haven't. Hey, Freeson. I said, come and chat and say what? That's not how it all was. Sorry, guys. I said, what? He said, I just got home. Kira texted and said you had her come into my chat to piss me off. I said, I don't think Kira's lying about having her come into chat to piss me off. I said, no, I didn't. He said, okay, I believe you. She's probably lying. Are you having a good day? I said, Sophie is playing Johnny Mac. He said, see, so Sophie is Lori Darling. I said, hey, I need to speak with you. And is Clint still betting? He never paid Clint back. He didn't even pay Clint back. Clint won a bet. Deadly did not even pay him back, but he can buy William's beer all the time and call my husband gay and all that. He didn't even pay Clint back. That's how much of a liar he is. He said, I know, we're still betting. And he said, hang on, I'm letting my dogs out. I said, I got it. Clint said that if he wins and you don't pay, he's coming for your kneecaps. He said, oh, I pay. Anyway, you can call now. Show proof where you paid Clint. Is that in your iCloud stuff that you said that you can't find? Pay Clint back, Deadly. Or you're a liar. He said, oh, I pay. I said, he said you better. And I put a person holding a bat, joking around. He said, I'm modding you now. I said, so you're good with Bambi? I said, get fucked. Oh, he said that to me. I said, what the F are you talking about? I don't hate her. You know that. See, Bambi didn't talk shit about you either. He said, drop Bambi. You're being crazy. You're in a Discord with Kim, the enemy. One person I can't count on is William. Kim, do you remember when you and I were in a Discord? Kim, do you remember that? I thought Angela was in there, but she wasn't. Kim, do you remember when we were in a Discord with Deadly and MC and you were plotting on Deadly? Do you remember that, Kim? Kim the him? Crusty Kim? Does Deadly know about that? Because I tried telling him. And MC, if I were you, I would, if you're around, you better stop it too, sir. This Jen's crazy thing because you guys don't want your shit out. I said, are you out of your mind? Kira's a weirdo, but I don't deserve that. He said, okay, I'll fix it. I said, either unblock me and give me back my wrench or I'm done. He said, I'm losing it. And then he said the N word. I said, talk to me then like that. Now, George, this is your buddy. You were in his chat last night, buddy. I know that, just me. He said, F all these NIG, but it's okay for Koosh and all them, right? Just me. See, at the time, they were telling me because I was hanging out with Dudley and William, that's why they backed off. And you said that, Lisa Wigger, you did in our freaking group room. So I'm telling you what, Lisa, who does really bad stuff, I'm telling you what, Lisa, you didn't like KK. You can be in there leeching off of them, but please understand, I have messages where you talk to other people. I know. I'm out getting friends, just me. I'm 48, by the way. I shouldn't be saying the 50 thing. I am getting older. I said, give me my wrench now. He said, sorry, you're not friends with Bambi. I said, I'm never talking to you again. Go F yourself. He said, what the F? Then somebody, Kira wrote me, and she said, Jen, I'm very sorry that I brought up your kids last night. I'm going to stay off YouTube because I'm disgusted with my behavior. Isn't it funny that Kira's back up on YouTube running her mouth? I'm working on being a better person, similar to the one you met. I know how painful it is for you, and I know how much you care about your kids. Kira. I said, I told you Kira's a liar. That's from today. I said, Bambi knew my number, but my old number, it had been changed. They set this up to get us to fight. He said, attack me, go live. Dumbass, I'm live. Ahead, I'll be worse than ever. I hope you know I'm attacking you, Giddler. AMC's coming up. When Whispers is my friend. Who was in here starting shit. He said, you're a trash bitch. I said, you're a drunk piece of shit and I will never forgive you. Ever. And Clint won the bet. You never paid for it. You owe Clint money. He said, I'm just getting up. I got to go to the doctor soon. I said, I need to talk to you. He said, yeah, bitch, giving my number out. I seen AMC's fat ass on Fox News on camera. AMC, he put the pictures of you on Fox News. He's the one that found it and gave your pictures out to everybody, by the way. And that's when he said you weren't pregnant and that you had too many McDonald's. So AMC, I have pictures of you, and like being a better friend is normal. If you want me to be honest with you, I won't go back over there. I'm just sad that people dick me over that go in there now. Like George. Just keep in mind, y'all screwed me over. All because you guys hate people. So AMZ, if you want your pictures back, he's the one who found you on Fox News, or what was that? Yeah, Fox News. Your fat ass. I said, oh my God. He said, I tried calling. He said, I'm looking at home. He said, oh, I said, I'm looking at homes right now. I told you guys I'm moving because you guys don't fucking stop. He said, oh, okay, do that. Call when you're home. Yep, AMC was caught. I said, oh my God. He said, where's the baby belly? That proves she's not pregnant. I said, how did you get this? He said, watching my TV. I'm going live later. And then he said, call me. And then he gave me Brandy's link because Brandy was writing like some really nasty shit so I could get it. I said, wow, so you're talking shit again. I just talked to you. And he said, why? I said, you lie so effing bad. Now I hate you. I said, you just talk crap in my chat again. Can you guys please hit the like button, not make it look so obvious that you don't like me and you can't talk? I know that quarter. Oh, there's a few that want to meet me. I was right that you were only in Dudley's chat. You take him down for Jules. What are you talking about, George? Just like you dicked me over? Why are you so pissed off at Jules? Why don't you read the things Jules has said about you? Why don't you read them? George, why don't you read them instead of covering me? Why don't you read them? I never said the racist stuff. William said it. George, you sold me out. And Adore at least admits they don't like me. Dudley told me I had AIDS. You didn't like it when AMC said it. You sold me out, George. You did. I thought you were my friend, George. I'm not a Jules simp. I don't... George, I told you this. You're being cool with Sophie and a lot of people that talk bad about you. So you're a deadly simp, George. You want to play that? You're a deadly simp. You're a Heidi simp. I can sleep at night. I didn't do shit to you, George. Nothing. Except want to be your friend. You wanted me to talk to Jules, and I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't say you had AIDS. I never said you had AIDS. Amzie said it. Replay my live. I didn't say you had AIDS. No, I didn't. I said Amzie said you had AIDS. I never once said you had AIDS, George. Somebody else said that it would happen. I never said that. Okay, Paula. We're done with Dudley. I think we have enough. Paula, you want me to read yours now? You want me to read yours, Paula? I can have people mad at you too. Let's do it all day. How about that? George, if I said that you had AIDS, I'm sorry about that. But I don't think I said it. But if I did, I'm sorry. I never told Keith that he was... George, do I need to read your messages too? I never said anything about Keith raping anybody. Keith's my buddy. Do you want me to read yours too, George? We could do this all day. Here, Paula, let's do you. Jules, I'm sorry. Well, it's funny. I was a hoe. I don't like you, Paula. You're Two-Face. Let's see what you have in here, Paula. You want to be a bitch? Let's do it. You guys don't want your shit read, but you want to put my stuff out and misconstrue it? You want to lie on me, George? Cooch, you want to keep shutting down McDonald's? Bye, Cooch. You ain't Big Bear Cooch anymore, are you? Okay, Paula. Let's read your stuff so everybody can know you paid me. We could do this all night. Then you guys have to play each other's words back. Dudley, we have plenty more if you want me to put them out, since you want to tell people I like you. So I know I shouldn't read people's texts, but you guys come in and do it. I didn't know Keith even worked at a prison. Post proof. Post proof. Come on, George. Post proof where I said that. I didn't know Keith worked at a prison. Do it. Post proof, George. Keith's mine. Oh, and Keith says he never worked at a prison. Wow, George. All credibility and your fake husband just went out the window. Poof. You want to keep it up, George? Or do you want to apologize and say that fucking you were being a dick to me because you didn't want your friends to get mad? All because you said I was talking to Jules. You told me to pretend to like Jules. Then we didn't fucking talk because I said I wasn't going to do it. Now I'm talking to Jules according to you, and I'm a dick. Which one is it? How about this? How about I don't give a shit what y'all think? You dicked me over when I needed you. I'd rather have no friends. Hey, Sly, when's the last time you said that? Oh, hold on. Hold on. You guys are mad. So then when you cover this, you're going to have to admit your sins. Hold on. This is great. Hold on. Jen. Okay. Now, Paula, let's go to you if you would like to. Let's see if you said anything good, Paula. Where the hell is Andrea when I need her? Okay. Let's see, Paula. Because I'm sure you've talked some shit too. Hold on, Paula. Hold on. Hey, Sly, don't you think it's a little gross that you said that you were going to fist fuck a minor? Very suggestive. Do you think they're mad? 10 to 1, somebody's going to be sparking up alive. I told y'all, don't you know real life shit? Oh, it's very productive to me, Twisted Ginger. You're in every room that's doing the same unproductive stuff. So thank you. You can stay. I like you. Mm-hmm. But you know what, Paul? You know what's great? You want to know something that's really good? Number one, you can't dance for shit. And number two, I'm not the one that said that I had a dream that I grew angel wings and they stunk. Yeah, I do have 3 baby daddies. Big deal. And they gave me 3 beautiful kids. No, I didn't say you had wings. Paula said that she tripped in a, I don't know, maybe she got some. Paula said that something about, and this is right around when you guys accused Bambi of some nasty ass shit. But Paula, wait a minute. Okay, January 23rd. Paula says, hey, darling, when you're not live, give me a ring. No hurry. I said, no, I know who you are. Thank you for talking to me. She said, hey, I would enjoy to have a nice conversation with you. No, Keith didn't. George is just acting stupid because he's mad. Paula said, do you like this drama? I do sometimes, but not all the time. So how's that productive, Darlene Connor, Paula? It's amazing that you have a husband and your fucking horses, yet you're online all the time. Yeah, George, you need to quit with the AI shit because there are places you can take stuff to see if it is. You want to play it, Paula? We can. Girl, my AI had a bad day the other day. So, Paula, since you said you're doing KK's AI, did you have anything to do with that horse? Paula's dad tried to, oh, that sucks. Super. Well, thank you for the information. We don't typically like that talk. And by the way, Keith isn't going to quit modding for me, George. So, George, I think you also had something to do with wanting to pluck my friends from me, didn't you, George? Huh? George, you were trying to pluck my friends from me, doing little AI things with your friend Paula? Huh? George, you better quit that real life shit. Because the shit you're doing, I think, is a little borderline illegal. So if anybody wants to cover George, please do so. I'm bored of him today. Okay. Girl, my AI had a bad day when I was working. Oh, yeah, I am. Because guess what? They're all friends with Dudley now. Maybe I need to start having a cop police my house again. Not even know why. And last night when I ended, some dude came on panel with his camera frame on his Winnie whacking his pickle. January 24th. So did you give them to spokesperson? Because he's been sending them to me, Paula. So you admitted that you sent those to Dudley. Okay. So that's why he's doing it. I said that you had something to do with that. So you put pictures of me being whatever by a horse. I think that's pretty disgusting. And it's AI. Okay. So here's what Paula says. Oh, and by the way, you're making KK stuff too. She said it. January 27th. This is what happens when you do this to Paula. You stupid effing bitch. You're over there doxing me, so don't get mad when I come real life, bitch. You was a dumb mother effer. Hope you enjoy yourself. You're not the only one laughing, dumbass. Oh, I guess I'm getting my penance now, huh? Captain Howdy is effing Ghost of Shadows. Hey, it's just like, oh, is that you, Charlie D, with that big old diving board nose? The Chainsaw Snipe is Workyverse. I don't know who Chainsaw Snipe is. And thank you, Keith, for believing me. I said, are you serious? That's Ghost of Shadows? She said, yes, I swear, the Captain Howdy account on Reddit, and I'm only upset because you let trolls use you to dox me over and over. You don't give a fuck. Maybe when you're live, I can come up right now. I'm super blocked at Deadly's. Hey, just wanted to let you know that Andrea knows is Sly Boogie's best friend. Be careful. Wasn't Sly Boogie up on your panel, Paula? Thank you, Adore. I said, Paula, come on. AMC made can't comments on Shiz's baby being pickled to William. So y'all need to quit with the fake BS. Uh-huh. She said, did she go for real? AMC did? I said, yes. William was on Shiz's panel and the text was shown. Uh-huh. And that's when William made that horrible comment. Paula's mad. I don't watch Shiz too much. I said, AMC scares me sometimes with her violent outbursts. She said, wow, YouTube be damned. Please be safe. I'm not being fake. I'm not a sniper, not a troll. By the way, my name's Paula Pauly, and please stop with videos doxing me. Yes, I have been doxed. Want a can slip? Be careful. MC and Ghost are in trolling, and Lauren's. No, I don't want to stop. Lauren is stupid because Captain Howdy is Ghost of Shadows. I know because I bookmarked channels and Ghost crunched it over a year ago to Captain Howdy. Please keep it to yourself. What's your question, Annie? I'm in the bushes now at Shiz's channel. I worry about you. I said I tried. I never fed shit to anyone. His girlfriend made the post years ago, I think. He weighs 200 pounds. Really, Paula? I'm making it up? Really? Hold on. Let's make sure it says Paula. Oh, it does, Paula. You want to do it? Okay. Here, girl. Let's get to the part where you said that about Sly, though. Hold on. Oh, because I don't have to yet. Here. You see the date good enough, Paula Parley? Huh? I thought you said I was lying, Paula. Huh? But you did say it. It says Paula. I didn't have time. Huh? You want to keep doing AI stuff and make it look like I'm doing bad stuff? Here. Here we go, Paula. Here you go. What am I saying? I told you guys I don't say illegal stuff. I don't dox. That's what you all do. See, Paula? Same thing I told all you guys, that I was at the edge. I will. Hold on, honey. Auntie, I'll tell you in a second. Paula, are you done? Oh, about Berlinetta. Isn't it funny? Berlinetta struck your channel? Oh, 16 times? Oh, my God. You talking about Berlinetta? Huh, Paula? You guys think that I don't go to where I need to show what I need to protect myself when you guys try to get me in trouble? Huh? You're sorry you brought up my kids? You're working to be a better person? Well, I don't think that's true, Paula. Huh? Paula and them that are trying to get me hemmed up for some shit I didn't do? Huh, Paula? The one who called me a giggler? Huh? Right after we fell out? Huh, Paula Polly? You didn't even pay me enough. Huh? I told y'all I don't do illegal stuff. Thank you. I'll tell you guys about the kidney stuff. Don't matter, Paula. Why you in here, Darlene Connor looking bitch? You talk shit on Berlinetta and you talk shit about Sly. I don't blame you. Both of them are shit friends. And you're not my type. I don't care if you call me, oh, look at these hearts, Paula. I don't like you like that. I'm more of a 90210 girl. I don't watch Hee Haw. I am. I'm only doing what you told me to do, Paula. You're older than me. I have to respect my elders. Huh? She does go real life. That's why I said I had to go show all this stuff because her and George tried to get me in trouble. Doing AI shit. That's why somebody said, oh, she's going to end up in a loony bin or in jail. I'm not doing anything illegal. Nothing. This is the proof, not what you guys make up. So thanks a lot, George. You turned on me because of money. What friend? But I thought you didn't give me money. Huh? You never gave me my Swiffer either. You didn't give me money, Paula? Do you want me to get the cash out, my love? Uh-huh. Huh? Jules's day is coming. Huh? Jules's day is coming. Why? You like Jules. Why are you all so concerned about somebody that I don't frickin' talk to? Huh? Any more, Paula? Uh-huh. Any more, Paula? You said don't tell where I got it. Well, I didn't say anything to you. Ran your mouth. I love this day. I look great. I went and looked for a job. Didn't you say don't tell anybody where you got it? Well, you told me to show it, Paula. If I don't do it, then I'm not following what you want me to. Huh, Paula? No, Well, Paula, you shouldn't say that because you accuse me of being like that, and I'm not. So what you think, Paula? Huh? Well, yeah, my numbers go up because they're lying. Oh, the Tyler account? Not my kid. So that other account that you guys try to get me to say whatever, I can't help it that it's another name. That isn't the one that I can't say. That's what you said. So you guys go ahead and show this, but I didn't violate shit because it's not that person. I can't help it. Huh, Paula? See, Brandy trying to get me to say shit that I would never do that. But the other person you said was MC. Huh? All about KK and Maria. Uh-huh. I've kept 104. Mm-hmm. And by the way, I didn't violate anything. But when you guys doing that shit, please understand. I had to call the cops and let them know what you guys are trying to do, especially you, Brandy. Huh, Paula? You want me to keep going? I'm sure there's way more in here. You talk shit on Berlinetta. You like that? You guys are going to have to watch the replay. I'm parched. I'm super parched. Would you guys like for me to do screen records? Definitely not. I didn't violate shit. I didn't. Definitely not. It has nothing to do with anybody in my life. I just can only control my mouth and say the one that I can't. I can't help that. The other person in the community has the same name. You just didn't pay me enough. Huh? When somebody says to stop it, then stop it. I'm not making myself look bad at all. Okay, hold on. Paul, I've had enough of you. You come in because you got a thin skin. By the way, MC. Okay. Oh, Paula. Are you mad? Are you big mad, Paula? Oh. All right, Paula, let's see about your cash apps. No. I'm sick and tired of people coming in and telling me what I need to do. I'm not manic. I'm fine. I am so sick and tired of people coming in and telling me stuff when George comes in here manic as hell. Definitely not. I didn't violate crap. I didn't. I'm so tired of you guys doing this. Okay. Got it. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I'll make sure that I make the same call to the same officer to let them know what you guys do. I'm telling you, it's just the main people. I'm tired of you guys clipping shit. I'm tired of you guys sending shit to make it out like whatever you guys want to do. At the end of the day, whatever happens, this is my phone. They can take my lives and see that you guys are misconstruing shit. You guys need to go talk to George, who clearly isn't taking his medication. I don't want any one of you guys telling me what the hell I need to do. I have nothing but proof about what happened when I was sick. I have nothing but proof. I don't owe anybody anything. I've had it. Let me go look at my cash apps real quick. Paula. Well, she ain't paying me anything. She didn't pay me shit. Period. What I should have gotten. Hold on, Paula. How do I look at my history? How do I look at my history? Personal information, linked, family. Paula, can you super chat me again? Paula, can you super chat me again? Well, let me request. Paula, let me see here. Maybe it'll bring up our pay log. Hold on. Request. Paula, should we put Paula? A-U-L-A. Tell me how I can show it. And April, thank you for coming in. I know that post from like before. And Chi-Chi, thank you. Because see, Brandy like goes out of her way. Hey, One Whispers, do you want to play nice? Deadly's photo album. Go ahead. I don't care. I give zero shits anymore. Mm-hmm. Deadly's photo album. Ooh. So when Whispers, do you want to behave or do you want to get kicked out of my room again? Deadly's sitting there plotting. He's like, plan. We're going to go on. This is what we're going to say. Instead of Deadly just doing the right thing. He's got to show off for you guys. Uh-huh. Okay. I have an email. Oh, okay. Thank you, April G. Why am I releasing conversations? Deadly started it first. I don't owe you shit. All you did was show what a two-faced bitch you are. I don't owe you nothing, Wind Whispers. I'm trying. I am thin-skinned. Okay. Oh, Paula. Oh, and thank you for the Cash App. Paula, where are you? We did fall out a while back. Hold on, Paula. KK Sunshine. KK Sunshine. I can't. KK Sunshine. I told y'all Muggsy didn't give me any. I'm telling you guys. Her PO. Yep. That was what I sent to John Yates. But it wasn't me. I needed EMP black. Oh, Louisiana High Ride. Okay. See, when somebody says to stop it, but see, you didn't help it, One Whispers, because you know that I haven't been a horrible friend to Deadly. And now tonight he's going to act out of his mind instead of doing what the right thing is. By the way, I just sent an email to let people know about, yeah. Okay, Paula. Paula, you sent me $125. Okay. I do not talk bad about you. $10. That was June 11th. May 5th. Love you. $40. I'll send you more soon. $10. $25 payment received February 23rd and January 26th. $10. That's $125, Paula Polly. So maybe if you guys want to give it out, don't do the shicey stuff. But here you go, Paula, $125. 9 of them. June 11th, $10. May 5th, $40. May 12th, $10. $25, February 23rd, March 12th, and June 26th, January 26th. Something tells me you ain't going to cash out me again, though. I know, honey. And my happiness is because I'm going to start keeping it 100%. Because you guys have harassed and harassed and harassed and harassed my family when they have been asked to be left alone. And Brandy, big time. I've asked you to stop. I've asked your daughter to stop. What you did yesterday was wrong. When people ask to be left alone, you leave them alone. Yes, she did. Paula, I feel used. Paula, I feel cheap even though you've given me more money and all these payments that I've made, $125. I should feel flattered. But I'll tell you what, Paula, for a low price of $9.99, I'll get that Swiffer like you told me. Okay. Was there anything else? Oh. Honestly, you're showing you're not a good friend just because Deadly. No. Nope. Nope. I have not read Carrie's stuff. I have not. No. I show stuff when people are lying on me. Do not come in here and say beef crawl. No. No, no, and no. Because the stuff that I read today was a fourth. Why they're putting up all my stuff? Oh, no, 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 no. Do not lie on me. Dudley's done nothing but lie on me. George has lied on me. Those AI things being sent, those AI things are dangerous. I do not like it. It will make you look bad. I've had it. I did check my email. No, it isn't about that. I'm bipolar. I have feelings. I'm allowed to. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. AC, I'm telling you this because I know it's you. If you don't leave me alone, I'm not going to jail for shit. I didn't violate shit. That person with the same name is in another room. I told y'all to leave my family alone. I don't violate orders. And I don't appreciate you doing what you did before. But actually, hold on. I am going to make a call right now. Since you guys don't stop. Hold on real quick. Hey, George, I've never been in a Discord with you. Try again. You guys are stupid. Not my chat, but can we please not go at the mods for anything Jen says or does? Well, then you won't have to worry about it when whispers because you won't be here. See how that works? So just so you know, I'm saying this right now on my live. I am only responsible for what I say. And when something is common, I can't help that. As long as I'm not addressing or saying anything to who I'm not supposed to. And this is why I got pissed off at Brandy, because Brandy doesn't leave people alone. And that's what you guys try to do. And I've had it. I have dropped your channel links to everybody and letting everybody know. I'm tired of it. He said, I think we're screwed. I wouldn't disrespect Officer Brown. He's been through enough because of y'all. Why didn't I answer my question? Probably because of your name you called me. Why did you mention your youngest daughter when talking about posting news and saying it was art? What are you talking about? You guys don't quit. You don't. And that's why I said I dropped Brandy's channel link anywhere that I could. Not George's, not Heidi's, but AC and Jamie's and Brandy's and KK's, because they're a lot of the reason all this shit's happening. And I will not be disrespected. What are you talking about? Let me read it one more time. Jen, why did you mention your youngest? Oh, you guys misconstrue everything. What I said was, here we go again. What I said is posting things like at my best angle when my youngest was really good. She would take pictures of me, not gross ones, but like my profile and stuff. And she's the one that gave me the love for taking pictures and stuff like that and doing art. So when I take the pictures of like it had nothing to do with her. What I was sent, because she's the one who taught me when, like, if you don't have a butt or you don't, to take beautiful pictures of yourself. Had nothing to do with her other than the fact that she's the one who taught me how to take pictures and love myself. Had nothing to do with that. Did I clear it up for you, Giddles the clown? That's all it was. That's it. That's all. And I'm glad that it was cleared up before you guys could misconstrue anything, because I'm telling you what, I know, Adore. You guys take clips about stuff and you use it to your narrative. I'm not dealing with that anymore. But that's what I meant, Freeside. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've had it. All the other stuff should be internet stuff. You guys came in responding because obviously you didn't want your stuff out. Because what? You guys wanted to cherry pick everybody from me? I don't owe anybody anything but myself. I'm only responsible for what I say and do. But ever since KK has come back and Jamie's gotten involved and all of you guys have literally like got me to a point, and it's just like, I don't feel bad for showing messages. If you're going to lie on me and it could be potentially something that could make me look bad, I'm going to show your messages. Hey, Brenda. Yeah, Brenda, we can. Absolutely. So if you don't want your messages read, or for me to have to make certain phone calls to explain what you guys are doing, then leave me alone. Because there's a lot of you guys, I would never, ever, ever show your messages. But if you lie on me to get myself exonerated, you can certainly bet that I'm going to do it too. I'm not joking around anymore. I'm not. Keep this stuff to the internet. And George, screw you. Screw you for what you've done to this community too. I trusted you. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. Okay. Because Dudley is making it out that I like him and I don't. And it's really sucky that you have to show messages, but you show me. George shows messages. I was never in a Discord with George. I didn't even know George had a Discord, and he still keeps coming in here trying to ruin my life. I defended Dudley because I truly, truly thought that he was sick. I don't want anything to do with him anymore. And yeah, I did defend him. I did. I need whoever said to check my. Hey, Chris, thank you, by the way. Chris is my managing mod. Because no matter what, he's always been cool to me. I really appreciate it. But I'm going to get off here. I'm tired. Because clearly it looks like some people are not going to quit. It's the same people, and it just doesn't quit. He is behaving horribly. So the person was asking about the kidney disease. I'm very sorry for who you lost. I'm at stage 4. When you get to 15, George, I'm sorry. Paula, you're not important in my life. You're not welcome here. And I think that you are a horrible influence on anybody. Well, you can love that shit, Paula, and that's why people kick you out of communities. I don't like you, you Darlene Connor looking freak. Now, George, hold on. George, let me ask you this. Why did you ask me to pretend to talk to Jules and then you get mad? Do you know how many people you screwed over, George? And you know that I have kidney disease and you're trying to like get my life messed up? Huh, George? Why'd you screw me over for Paula? Why would you think that Paula would ever do anything for you? I thought you said you don't do real life shit, George. Why are you in here trashing me? What did I do to you, George? You literally want to pluck everybody from me. Oh, look at Paula. I think you screwed him over by not pretending to be cool with Jules. Hey, Paula, can I ask you a question? Why do you act like you're part of this community? Do you know 5 things about George? No, you don't, Paula. You don't know anything. You're just some weirdo that said that you had wings that grew out of you. I think that you smoke a really weird thing of pot, and I think you're a horrible dancer. That's what I think. So you, Darlene Connors, what you need to do is go do your real life stuff and go watch some hee-haw. You hillbilly. You're a bad hillbilly. Okay. Okay, so whoever sent that to me, I don't know what you're talking about. How can anyone? George. Beef Chronicles, listen, I don't know who you are. I'm trying to have a conversation with my ex-friend, George. Bye. I know. Girl, shut up making up stuff. George, I'll tell you what. You are saying I'm talking to Maria, George. Like literally, George, you are going nuts. You sold yourself out for a bunch of people that literally use the N word and call people the F word. George, you seriously. You are so obsessed with fucking Jules and Maria that you lost a friend because of it. I don't talk to Maria, and you're just making up lies and throwing shit out. You don't care because you have all. George, I don't know what to say. And you know what? I would rather have nowhere else to go than deal with this. Brenda, I'll give you a call in a second. But I thought we had a good live. Do you think they're mad? Anyway. Hit the like button.